Going on, guys? Welcome to the show. And man, I just saw a freaking awesome live stream today from Bone Breaking Action,
Ooh.
and it was pretty hilarious. That he was actually able to get the professor on his show, and from Playtime Wrestling Federation. We'd always call them Daytime Wrestling and they kind of got that back and forth. um, Not to make fun of anybody, of course, but if you understand the battle between the two guys, the whole kayfabe thing, and I don't think it's kayfabe. Between those two guys, they got that bad blood, and it's just a play on words. Don't be offended, anybody out there, and I don't think anybody will, especially in this community and stuff. Nobody's gonna take that to heart.
What are you drinking?
Today I got a gridlock, and I don't know what color is this.
Is that an
This is
energy
like
drink?
teal blue, so carnitine. I don't know, man. Like
Easy for you to say. L-carnitine, one of them chemicals. So
yeah.
Monster, an energy drink. I thought maybe you're going with Monster, trying to catch up with Mom.
No, man. I did pull this up, the bourbon whiskey, 115 proof, but I don't know if I got the energy to drink this today. It's got to be a super special freaking occasion today, man.
What? You didn't sign any wrestlers today? You took the weekend off? What the hell?
Shoot, like, hey,
sign one professional wrestler, and you just take the weekend off. And I see how.
Man, if we get like $10,000 in donations from like Bill Gates, because a lot of people have been railing that into my head, like, dude, what all this financial burden. I'm like, dude, I know, especially that last live stream we had. Everybody's like, do you know what kind of success this is going to have? How are you advertising? Who are you signing and stuff, like getting us. I'm like, I know, like, I understand all of the stress and likelihood of failure and stuff like that. Yeah,
you're turning a hobby into a business, right? And the business is creeping in on you a little bit, isn't it? Yeah.
And it's nerve-wracking. I mean, I already struggle with sleep. I got a lot of sleep problems. And starting a business, I mean, that has made my freaking like sleep problems even worse. Like, because I'm constantly going through my head all these different scenarios. Not only
go wrong, sideways on you and stuff like that.
Pretty much
costs time and money. I mean, people forget the time.
Like I might be thinking about math, like running numbers. Okay, what is it gonna take to, like, if I'm talking about, let's say I'm talking about signing, for example, Bone Breaking Action, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm signing him to this number. Okay, let's say he wants this in royalties, for example. Well, how many figures am I going to make? What am I going to sell it for? What am I paying in tariffs and shipping and all this stuff, right? So I'm going to bed at night and I'm thinking about all of these numbers. They're going through my head. And what if I got to go back and I got to replenish? What's it going to cost for all of that? So, like, that stuff keeps me up, and it drives me nuts, and it's and yeah, I think about it obviously when I'm awake during the day, and then I come onto our live streams. I talk about it because I want to hear like other people, what their opinions, like what they think, and like I said, I love doing these live streams because I love keeping my viewers up to date, like what's going through my head, and keep everybody up to date in real time of like, hey, what's happening with the factory, what's going on with the movement of the line and whatnot. And you mentioned yourself, this is like the first time that I get to see from the very beginning, the creation of a wrestling line. So I think that's pretty amazing that my viewers get the opportunity to see this with me as well. So
yeah, I would think that generate views. Imagine if you could have been in the inner circle when Cardona and Myers and them were like, hey, we should make Big Rubber guys.
Yeah.
I didn't follow their podcast back then, and maybe they did. Maybe I should go back into the archives, but I don't think they broadcast everything.
Yeah.
And like you being this transparent. Yeah, go ahead and catch up on chat if you want. I didn't see much unless I blocked someone again.
No, I just
maybe I did.
Oh, hey, what's going on, Strange?
Got a quick finger.
Welcome to the show, bud.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Well, so benefit for you is that at least you don't actually have to make money with this, right? You don't need the money to pay for like food and shelter. You don't want to lose your ass though. I mean, breaking even was probably okay.
I mean, I definitely
So it's a
would
little
like.
less stressful. It's not like a person who starts their own business and this is their food and shelter,
Yeah,
right?
it's not something that I need to, break the bank on. I've always said that, but I mean, I still would like to earn something.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I would like to sit back and say, hey, I don't have to worry about financials anymore. That would be nice
That would be
if I
nice.
too am able to turn profit. Where with each sales, I can't like I said.
Yeah.
If the sale of this was enough to cover, like, entirely the second purchase, the second figure, like,
Ooh.
mold, shipping, tariffs, everything, that would be perfect. Now, financially, I know that's from what I'm selling them for, that's not gonna
Online, it
happen,
might be tough.
but theoretically, that would be perfect, and let's say the second figure would be enough to cover the third and fourth figure, etcetera. And then, once you get to third figure, fourth figure, then you're saying, okay, you made enough in these sales where you can start saying, okay, hey, I can start putting money aside for myself now, but I've always
Yeah.
said I don't want to do that, right?
Or
I
take
I
risks
want to
or make
say
more
that
figures or
anything I make for the business is for the business. So I want to reallocate all those funds into the creation of wrestling rings, into championship belts,
a lot of
into
stuff.
creating new figures.
Sure.
If I can't get a bushwhacker here, a Sergeant Slaughter there, a nails over there, the idea of going back and creating my own characters, that might be fun. Because at that point, maybe somebody may not want a generic character today from an unknown
Yeah.
commodity. But if they like what we're doing and they like what we're creating, they love the line, who's to say that maybe next year, a couple years from now,
Yeah.
if they want to continue being completionists, that they wouldn't be interested in getting,
There's
these generic characters,
there's a big
especially if
thing
they're
to that.
modeled after, somebody that they already recognize.
Yeah, even if it's a made up character like Aztec Man or even BBA, you can see other characters a little bit in him. The one thing I think of, it's not quite the same, but yeah, it's probably far off. But it's another big burly guy in Twisted Metal. Who's the guy? Samoa Joe actually plays him. Have you ever seen the show? It's based on a video game, but the only reason is because I remember him as a big, like, burly. Well, and it's played by a wrestler, Samoa Joe. But I think he was driving an ice cream truck, I guess, the first time I saw him. And so when I saw BBA, I'm like, he's kind of similar body type. He's driving an ice cream truck. It feels like a Twisted Metal almost homage. But the Twisted Metal guy is like wearing a face, and I think he's got a clown look, so it's a little different. But what's nice is once you establish your company, you're able to sell figures people can trust you. Right, like you're not Power Town in it. And that's another point of these videos. Imagine how much better Power Town would be off right now if every week, just once a week or once a month, they had a video that said, God dang it, sorry guys, there's a problem with this figure. That's why we're behind. But no, they just go crickets for months and years at a
Yeah.
time. What else am I supposed to expect? You just took my money and ran, aren't you? Other than, I guess, Gagne's still living up in Minnesota and maybe I could, pay him a visit in his house or something. Nothing.
And
Crickets.
that is,
Nothing.
oh, speaking of Minnesota,
Uh-oh. What happened?
kind of a caption for what today's video, what I put about what I listed in today's title. So I sold an item.
Oh,
I didn't bring out the darn item. I was gonna show it off. They're like little plastic, acrylic cases, right?
okay. What would you put
They
in them? Like
are
any kind of collectible or anything you want to keep safe? Not just wrestling figures or?
well, they're like that big and about that wide.
Okay.
They're custom Hall of Fame wrestling rings,
Oh,
display
oh,
rings.
okay. You talked about this before. Okay. Yeah.
So I mean, I guess you could use them for any type of ring, but
Or Lego
class
figures?
rings or something like that.
A
But
lot of people collect Lego figures or other things. They might fit in there. I don't know if that's a good,
I mean,
but
possible.
anything,
Like,
anything you can fit in there, I suppose.
but it's got like a little stand like that looks like this, and then you just
Or a ring.
put the ring on it.
Yeah, made for a
And
ring, like you said.
and the case was like the acrylic case is like that big, but I wasn't really paying attention to the acrylic case. I thought I could just take the stand out and use
No.
the case. Like I thought the case might have been a little bit bigger, and maybe I could use it for like Hasbro's or something.
Yeah.
But it really was like super small. This
Just-
was like a year and a half, 2 years ago. I bought this. Now they came in a set of four. This was excuse me. This was like now when I bought them, expensive. I was a jackass. I screwed up. Oh damn! I'm losing my voice.
Uh-oh. More monster.
So,
More beverage. Need some of that whiskey or bourbon.
Oh, shoot, now that's gonna screw me up. So, I was a jackass that screwed up, so
Yeah,
I'm not going to return the item or, cause the seller to lose his funds, right?
what they're
So,
yeah.
yeah, so positive feedback, bam, I'll keep the item. What did I have to do? Relist it.
Yeah.
A year, 2 years later, what are they doing? They're still sitting on eBay.
So you
Uh,
listed it the whole time, this whole
oh
two
yeah, yeah.
years.
Well, once I got the stands, I had to
Nice.
relist them because I,
Yeah,
I
you could
couldn't.
use them.
I didn't want them.
I
Yeah,
just
they,
didn't
they
realize.
didn't serve. Yeah, they
Yeah,
didn't serve me no purpose.
I just didn't realize you just left them on eBay. I suspected. I don't ever sell on eBay, but I didn't even think about it. So actually, after a couple of years now, if somebody finally came along and was needed them, found
Yeah,
a
so
perfect case for what they wanted to do, probably.
and I had them listed like 4 for 60, and I've come down in price like 455, 4 for 50, whatever. He said he only wanted one, so I asked him, "Hey, would you take like 1 for 15?" Something like that. He's like, "Yeah, I'm comfortable with that." I'm like, "Cool."
Yeah, that's your 4 for 60.
Shipped it out to him, and you know, be packaged beautifully, shipped it out. I think the exact same day he paid or something. So
Nice,
it went out like lightning quick, right?
great service. How
Now
much did you?
this was a very aggressive seller. Now, whenever you see somebody, in the message, write in all caps,
Oh, really?
my first thought is, okay, this is an older gentleman, 60s, 70s. Maybe they don't know how about caps lock or
Got the
something.
cap locks on.
But if this was like the 2000s, I would say, okay, they're old,
Right.
they're older generation, they don't know about computers. This is 2020s. You can't say you're 60, 70 years old anymore, and you didn't grow up with around computers. At that point, no. If you're 60 years old in 2020, you were 40 years old in 2020 and 2000, okay? You've
Yeah,
had computers. You know what a caps lock is. You know exactly what all caps means,
yeah.
okay? Uh but
That's a good
I,
point.
I'm not really worried about the all caps. That was here neither here nor there. But like he'll leave a message and it's like please reply or something like that right at the end, right? Like I'm really good at responding to my customers, so that's not a problem. But like, I always get back response, and immediately after I ship the item out, immediately afterwards, like UPS picks up the box, like it's already scanned in, bam.
It's ready to go. It's on the way to the person. Yeah.
Like within an hour, he's like, "Oh, if I don't like this, can I return the item?" I'm like, "Son of a bitch! You literally waited to at the post office postal worker
Sounds
scan
like
the
a
item
scam.
in to message me and say that."
Sounds like a scam.
So I kind of had a feeling what this was going to be, but
hmm
I kept working with him, messaging him. Hey, if please wait till you get the item, look at it, inspect it, make sure maybe you will be satisfied. Maybe this is exactly what you need. If you're not satisfied, then we could talk. More than likely, yes, I'll accept a return if you don't want it. Essentially, that's
Mm.
basically the bulk of the conversation. But
It's $15.
so
Come on.
so I shipped it on a. Hey guys, yeah, man, I see your comments, guys. I'm gonna get back to you. I just want to keep going because I don't want to lose focus
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
So I shipped out on Monday.
Mm.
On Wednesday, he
That's
filed for a return.
wow.
Said
That was quick.
wrong size. That's the reason for the return. Now, mind you,
Did you list the
on
size in the
Wednesday,
listing though?
well,
You gave the
it's a ring
dimensions in the
stand.
listing.
It's a ring stand, and I gave all the dimensions in the listing. But
It
but
says
here's the problem.
eBay don't care.
It's a Wednesday. He filed for a return. Gave
You
the
shipped
a
it
listing
Monday.
as wrong size on Wednesday. The item was still in transit.
Nice. I was
The
gonna say,
item was
how
in
fast did you
transit
ship
in
it?
Illinois. I think it was in Chicago. He lives in freaking Minnesota.
I was thinking
So
Kentucky.
how
They
the
would have
hell are
shipped
you
an
filing
hour.
for a return on a Wednesday and he didn't even physically have the item delivered to him until Friday? So I
It feels
contact
like
eBay
you should be
on
able to win that though.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
let them know, hey, this guy's probably scamming. He's probably going to try to do a fake return,
Here's the
return a fake
UPS.
item. I don't know. You'll do what scammers do best. Hey, this broke or something. I want a partial return or I want a full refund and keep the item. What they always do, right? Oh, don't worry, because he already filed for return on Wednesday when I talked to him. and he has 2 days to return the item, and he's probably not going to get that item for a couple days, which he didn't on
Oh, so
Friday.
you actually don't have to do anything because eBay only gives you 2 days to return it. He can't get okay.
No, no, no. That
Oh
that
no,
that that was that was a both-based lie by eBay. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. So,
it gets better.
uh, they told me he had 2 days to return it. So by the time he gets it, the case was already be closed. Okay, I'm good. eBay, thank you. He gets it on Friday. Guess what? Case was still open. So he returned it maybe I think on Saturday or so. So I get the item back. I think I get it back on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. And I call eBay. I'm like, look, what's going on? I thought that you guys said this was going to be closed, that I didn't have to get this item back or anything. So I'm basically forced to refund this guy, right? He gets his full 100% refund back. That was like probably what, like a week ago, week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I don't know. He's good. Perfect communication from me. Your package was well cared for. Your item was shipped immediately. Uh, I ex- I was respectful to you in the messages when you weren't happy. I accepted a return, and you got a 100% refund. Everything to me in that turnaround says this was a solid transaction. Today, I'm on my eBay. I'm looking at my feedback, and he left me negative feedback.
Yeah.
His comments, okay. Comment, okay. That's it. One word, okay. Why did any of this transaction deserve negative feedback?
Right.
How was any of that negative interaction? Because what, you wanted me to 100% refund you while you kept the damn case? I mean, is that why I deserve negative feedback? Because you wanted the property and the money back?
Did you get the case back?
Yeah, I got the case back,
So
and it was the right case. So
what do they get out of it? They made you pay for shipping and handling. What do they get out of it?
they got refunded.
Yeah, well, but so what's the point? What's the goal of the scam? Did they forget that part?
No,
maybe they're new and they forgot. Oh shoot, I was supposed to send it back something worthless. But then again, they ran a scam on a $15 item too, also. So it's like,
well, I'm thinking that they if they were trying to scam, they probably assumed that I was just going to either eat the cost or I was going to at least refund them partial. Like maybe I would have refunded them $5 or $10. You know, that way they would got some money back. Um, or maybe he just was a decent normal person and he honestly didn't want the item. But either way, the point is, look at the contrasting differences. I bought 4 items for a much heftier price. Did I return the item? No, because that was my mistake. I didn't pay attention to the description. I bought the item. That was my purchase. I should have done a better job researching it.
Yeah.
It happens. This guy had ample opportunity. He was unlike me. I didn't reach out to the seller or anything. This guy actually was in contact with me, asking questions, and not once, did he specify ask any additional questions about, hey, can you get it? And there actually, I think there was rulers next to the actual cases to show inches and all that stuff. So,
because if you have any doubts, ask the seller questions, and if the seller doesn't answer, then you move along.
Yeah, so stuff like that. This is why I want to get the hell off of Douche-Bay, because that entire freaking platform is just a total scam.
It's a perfect microcosm because it's the same product.
Oh man,
you don't think you could have fought his return or refund request?
I tried, man. I tried. Freaking eBay, man. They
because I think that tracking is public. Like if you send them a link, here's the tracking number from UPS, they could open it up themselves and see, like, yeah, it's not there yet, and they're already wanting a refund for a product they haven't received.
Yeah, and I just kind of looking at that, seeing the fact that he's in freaking Minnesota, I'm like, with all the stupid jackasses that are fighting ice out there and stuff, I'm like, weird. I'm like, I don't freaking, I can see why that he pulled that crap on me. And his freaking name is Kyle Wiener. I'm like, Wiener. I'm like, yeah, it makes freaking sense.
Can you fight the negative feedback?
I sent him a freaking feedback revision. But I mean, I sent him. I basically put in the comments. I messaged him first, and I basically said this exact same thing to him. You know, everything from how I package his stuff all the way to refunding him. Why did I get negative feedback?
Yeah.
And then I also reply to his, negative feedback in eBay saying the same thing. He has 10 days to respond. He's either gonna do nothing or he's gonna leave the feedback as is. If he doesn't, I'm gonna have to contact eBay and see if they will remove it. Which more than likely they'll tell me f off. He is the buyer and he has the right to leave whatever feedback he wants.
You haven't left him feedback yet, have you?
I don't think I did. And I
That's all you
usually
can
as
do then,
soon
I
as a
guess.
buyer pays in the past, I immediately left positive feedback for them. But I've stopped doing that because
Yeah,
crap like this.
yeah.
Because a lot of these buyers, and I gotta put quotes around it, they're not legitimate buyers. They're freaking crooks.
I don't know if it'll help or hurt, but at least then you can leave him a negative and give the reason why. Ask for a refund before you receive the product.
Yeah, and
Scammer,
eBay doesn't
gambler.
let buyer or sellers give buyers negative feedback. You got to give them positive feedback, and the only thing you could do is leave negative comments. Comments in the
Oh,
hey, I have to put like stars and capital letters, negative,
that's
and
interesting.
let people know that hey, this was a bad transaction. Buyer be or seller beware type of deal.
I guess eBay's figured out that it's harder to get buyers than sellers or something because they've favored the buyers so much. They must think, hey, we need to keep this open for
Yeah.
buyers. There's always going to be someone wanting to hawk their wares. Maybe is what they're thinking.
He spent his room money. That's why.
Foreclose on the bank. Oh, yeah, we've seen Raj of God before. The name sounds familiar. I was trying to understand the comment. They look like the type of guys to foreclose on the bank against the grain, never back down to the crooks. Oh, well, Raj of God had a good result. I don't. Of course, if it's human, then it depends on the human you get. If it's AI, good luck. I assume they're going to be using AI soon, if not now. Everything's from AI, so maybe you could try. Yeah, you have to rewind if you weren't here for it, Raj of God. But somebody sold them something, and they wanted a refund before they'd even received it. And so,
Yeah.
as soon as you said they were pushing on you, hey, what? They were eagerly like, oh, when is it shipped? Are you shipped it? Have you shipped it yet? I'm trying to think of what emergency do you need a ring acrylic case for that is that important? And then as soon as it shipped, they wanted a refund or asked, hey, can I get a refund? If you'll refund the stuff. I'm like, okay, so here's where it's going. They wanted you to hurry up and ship it, I assume. But yeah, I still don't know what they got out of it because they didn't get any money. They didn't get the product. Like you said, maybe they're betting on you just saying keep it or whatever.
And so
And
I'm
then
wondering if he
they get a
saw
free ring case.
if he saw one cheaper or whatnot, or maybe he wanted a bigger size. I don't know, but
Yeah,
just
I'm trying to be charitable. And then when he left you negative feedback with just the message, okay, I'm like, if we go under the old guy caps or gal caps lock problem, maybe he didn't realize. Maybe, of course, take a look and see how many purchases they've made on eBay. Can you do that? You can at least see you can see their feedback or whatever. Can you can look or stars?
yeah, you can, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I'm
Yeah,
trying to
Raj.
think of.
He just left the feedback. At least I saw it this morning. So I don't know if he did it today or yesterday or something like that. But I mean, that was just kind of BS. I mean, this was to me
Was it
again.
last
This
week
is
when they
a
asked for the
perfect
refund?
transaction. Like if there was a transaction where like I was a complete freaking jackass, or like there was literally something wrong with the transaction. Like, hey, you bought a yellow shirt, I sent you a red shirt,
Yeah.
or you bought a small shirt, I sent you an extra large. Or I sold you a brand new shirt with tag, and what I sent you was a shirt with a big old hole right here. Those right there are examples where I could understand getting negative feedback. And even in those cases, like, hey, asshole, you said I was buying this, but you sent me this. I want a return,
Yeah.
and then give me the opportunity to fix it. Either
Mm-hmm.
send you out a replacement, accept a return, and get you out a replacement, or option C, accept a return and then refund you. But even at that point, if one of those three send out a replacement, receive a return, then replace it, or C, get a refund, uh, replacement and refund, and you're still been corrected, right? So
Yeah.
if you give somebody negative feedback after they corrected the issue, or that's still kind of scummy, I think. But
I'm super lucky. I haven't run into this yet. Of course, I don't sell; I only buy. Feels like they're more bad buyers than sellers. Maybe at least I haven't ran into them.
Take a shot of some spirits.
Yeah, you might
Man,
need that
I don't know, man.
115
I
proof
kind of
though.
feel like this might have to be a late night thing because this right here, this is the type of bottle that's going to put you out after about 10 minutes.
Do you got anything less than 115? Like I got to admit, so this was on sale. It's a 5-year-old Scotch, which is pretty rare, so it's pretty cheap. But because it's only 5-year-old, it's like 47.4%, which is a little higher than normal, but that's still doable. 50 is usually when I start getting worried. Above 50%, you're kind of like, okay. Oh, he's
All
been
right,
stopped.
folks.
I'm gonna try some.
I see we're about 14 people in the chat.
Oh, nice.
Get us to about 16 more people in the chat, and I'll take a shot out of the 115 proof.
Uh-oh.
Come on, people. That's my conditions. 30 people in the chat, and I will take a shot. Help me embarrass myself.
Bum likes wiener is what I saw in the chat. I think I summarized it correctly, didn't I, Bum? Bum likes wiener. Did I get that right, Bum? Maybe not.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, that is a nice looking bottle.
I think my viewers are trying to save my soul right here, or save my liver and my kidneys, man. Because as soon as I said that, the viewers went down.
I don't. Yeah, I can never tell. I can't blame. Well, because like mine, I think is cash. So when I look at it, no, it says 13 on mine. So yeah, I don't know how often they update that if they've got like client side JavaScript. You would think it's Google. That's something you can be done for decades now.
Hey, Jose, what's up, man? What do you got here?
Oh, you got Jose.
Ever thought about creating figs based on the N64?
Oh my gosh! If that's the game I think you're saying, that was mine and my nephew's favorite game. I think that was literally the only game I had for the Nintendo 64.
I never had N64. So I never seen that one.
That was the last console I bought as a kid before I went to college. Was that the one, Jose, that you could make figures and stuff with, if I remember correctly? That was fun. But my nephew still reminds me to this day. For some reason, I was getting at the age that I would fall asleep. He was getting old enough, and I was getting old enough that I would fall asleep before him now all of a sudden, even though I'm still a night owl. And he always talks about waking me up to say, hey, look what I just did. Yeah, I think that's the game. I remember when I finally was like, I don't really play video games anymore. I took a break. I gave him that system and that game. I don't know what he did with it, but he still remembers it.
Well, we actually do have a actual jobber figure planned. So DBA did create a jobber.
Oh, nice.
But the guy that it's modeled after is a freaking jack.
Is a Joker. That's why he's a jobber, right?
He is. Who was it?
You don't even want to call him enhancement talent. He's a jobber.
No, was it Kelvin? No. It was
one of your regulars.
Yeah, someone who commented on one of my videos. I forgot who it was, but it was funny as hell. He called him. He's like Merlin is. He's like Merlin's Wilden over here, and I'm like, man, that's the funniest damn thing I heard all year.
That does sound like Kelvin, maybe, but I could be misremembering. Early since then, that's been a while. Melvin.
So, yeah, man, I can't remember who it was. But yeah, it was like that comment though, in particularly, it was funny as hell. And I can't say all year because I think it was actually right at the beginning of January because I think it was one of my tournament videos.
Oh.
And I added that secondary layer video to the tournament video.
Melvin the Wizard, Melvin the Jobber. That sounds
like, it's like Merlin is wild in here. I'm like, that's funny. That's going to be the comment of the year already. You know how right at the beginning of the season, Mark Burley made that under the leg toss over to first base. It was like the freaking first or second game of the season, and it was like on Baseball Tonight. They had the Burley-o-meter, and like how close is it? How close or how was the web gems compared to the Burley-o-meter or whatever? And nothing compared to the Mark Burley play the entire year.
Oh, nothing ever rose to, and that was like the first or second game of the year. The best play happened, the best fielding play, I guess you could say. Well, I don't remember. Was Burley that great of a defensive?
Oh, heck yeah. Wasn't he a multiple-time Gold Glover?
Maybe.
Right?
Well, I mean, nobody can be Greg Maddux, but.
I mean, he wasn't like the level guy, but I thought he was like an 8-time or 10-time Gold Glover or some crazy number like that.
Oh, okay. So that wouldn't be unexpected for him to do then.
Like I don't know if it was that many, but like I thought he was like way up there.
Am I missing something? Ross says this is the honeymoon.
Like I could be wrong, but
no, I mean you might be right. I think you remember that better than me. I don't remember because he was with the White Sox at that time. I don't remember him as well. Lefty, right? Mark Burley. I'm trying to remember how to spell his name. He's a funny.
Did you get a treasure chest with your bottle?
Oh, thanks.
Is it a treasure chest?
B-U-E-A. It kind of looks. I mean, because it's a fancy bottle.
I know. I gotta save this thing. This thing is beautiful, though.
Mark Allen Burley.
That's why I'm like trying to save this, because not only because of the ability to get you drunk and like,
oh yeah,
like that amount of drink, but I'm pretty sure it was expensive. I mean, shoot, alcohol's expensive.
At a minimum, it would maybe cure your sleep problems a little bit if you drink a little extra.
But also, I mean, I like the bottle too.
Oh, page not found. Dang it. There's an article on ESPN. Chicago White Sox pitcher wins Gold Glove. Won his first Gold Glove in 2009. But I'm trying to figure out how many he won.
But that's it?
Well, that was just his first. So I'm like, how many?
Yeah, but I would have. He's been playing, like he was pitching back in like 99, 2000 though.
Well, so maybe he didn't win as many as we can. I'm trying to remember who he would have competed with in the American League. That was really good.
Because because I would have thought he would have won like 4 of them by then. At least.
That's pretty cool. So I'm looking at the Wikipedia article, list of Gold Glove award winners at pitcher, and the picture is Greg Maddux. He won 18 Gold Gloves, the most in Major League Baseball history. I mean, first you'd have to play 18 years, then you'd have to win 18 Gold Gloves. I'm gonna wonder. I mean, oh, okay. The most balks in a winning season is 5. Oh, this is interesting. The most balks in a winning season is 5 by Mike Norson, 81, Oral Hershiser in 88. I think that was the year they won the World Series. And Mark Burley, 2010. Burley picked off the most runners from the pitcher's mound in a winning season with the 11. Also in 2010. That's probably why he got all the balks. He also picked off the most, but it still doesn't. Okay. Maybe I'll figure it out one of these days. Oh, this goes all the way back. Look at that. Kenny Rogers. Well, Mike Mussina, I forgot about him. Mark Burley won it 3 years in a row, 09, 10, and 11. I think he got just the 3, but they're all in a row, so that's pretty good.
But still got 3 Gold Gloves. That's amazing, though, nonetheless.
No, that's great. And they're all in a row, 09, 2010, and 2011. So that was his first. Okay, won 3 in a row. Jake Peavy for the White Sox. I forgot about that. The White Sox won several there.
The pitcher spot, yeah.
But dang, yeah, Bob Gibson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in a row. I don't remember. I guess I should have known he was a good defensively. I mean, he was a great pitcher, Bob Gibson. Maddux. Yeah, you showed that earlier. Was that earlier this year? It's like 1990 to 2002. Then Mike Hampton, and then more Maddux. If not, okay. So Burley won 4 because Burley won 1 in the National League, 2012. So is that all in a row?
Yep.
Yes. 09, 10, 11, and 12. Burley won 4 in a row. 3 in the American League, 1 in the National League.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool. Wow, Greinke won 5.
You know what? I think freaking okay.
Damn.
My opinion.
That's kind of interesting.
Mark Burley is a Hall of Famer to me.
He's not right now?
I think he is.
I didn't actually look. I didn't think about that. Okay.
I think he was dropped off the ballot his first time.
Pitched a no-hitter against the Rangers, running just 1 walk to sit. Oh, Burley pitched a no-hitter against the Rangers.
I think he was a 200-game winner, if I'm not mistaken. He pitched a perfect game. He pitched a no-hitter. He won a World Series. He pitched like 200 innings in like 10 straight years or more, I think.
So he pitched a no-hitter against the Rangers on April 18th, 2007, surrendering just 1 walk to Sammy Sosa when he was with the Rangers. And then he picked him off.
Cool. And he had a perfect game against Tampa Bay.
Win-loss record. Yeah, he won 214 games, 214 or 160, 1,800 strikeouts.
4 Gold Gloves. Like, how is Mark Burley how the hell is he not a freaking Hall of Famer?
5-time All-Star, World Series champion, 4 Gold Gloves, pitched a perfect game, pitched a no-hitter.
Probably because he never won a Cy Young Award.
His number 56 is retired by the White Sox. Yeah, that's true. But still, I mean, there's a lot of great pitchers who'll never win a Cy Young. You've got to be phenomenal for 1 year to win a Cy Young. What if you're just really excellent most of your career? Right?
And I think that is such a freaking ripoff that one of the best left-handed pitchers in history it hasn't been elected.
Burley became first eligible for the Hall of Fame in 2021. Yeah, I don't think he is in the Hall of Fame yet. I don't know.
No, I think, if I recall, I think he dropped off his first ballot.
But you know who you can't say that about anymore? How about this for a pivot?
But
or
for
segue.
wrestling,
Oh, it could be. I could be talking. I don't know. I could be talking out my butt right now.
you know, friggin'
You
Kirk was talking about that on Friday, with AJ Styles being inducted,
Oh, yeah, but I guess that
and
was a
then
surprise induction. But you know who also just got inducted or will?
Stephanie McMahon.
Well, yeah, that kind of ruined. Well, her though probably Stephanie McCool, different Stephanie that ruins it for me. But no, Demolition.
Repo Man
Demolition's finally in. Well,
and
Repo
Repo Man.
is he not?
I was
Wait.
getting the demolition. Dang it!
Oh, see, I thought you didn't know. I'm like,
I was getting there.
maybe Waddy didn't know about Demolition. Okay, sorry about that. I ruined it. We need to coordinate a little better. We need to go over our pregame notes or pre. Yeah, no, I forgot that they weren't in there because I think were they both Edie and Darso part of that one weird lawsuit or something? They said that maybe Vince and them held a grudge.
Yeah, isn't
Allegedly.
I thought Natural Disasters were supposed to go in this year as well.
I think they already did a couple years ago because Fred Ottman and I think one of what's his name? What's his real name? You know, Earthquake. Tenta. John Tenta. I think one of his, maybe his whole family gave the speech. I think the Natural Disasters are in. Took a drink. Oof. But Natural Disasters, I think, got inducted a couple years ago because I actually watched that one.
You know what? I think, no, I'm just thinking about it. This might end up being our last Monday stream. I like the Mondays. I think the Mondays is actually my favorite stream of the night.
Is that the booze talking?
No.
Too soon?
But I think there's wrestling on Mondays.
Yeah.
Like, Raw. What is Mondays?
Well,
Raw on Netflix?
There's not wrestling on Mondays, but there's a talk show on Netflix that stars wrestlers. Because they do a lot of talking. They do a lot of talking instead of wrestling on Raw. Is my inside joke. Yeah, Monday Night Raw. And I had a pay-per-view this weekend, so they'll probably have some fallout from that, right? It was surprisingly decent. Maybe I was just in the right mood. I actually watched Elimination Chamber. I thought about going.
Yeah, because the guy that's starting a freaking wrestling line, I think it's important that I actually watch the freaking product.
Oh, no.
Like, I haven't watched this stuff in, like, almost 30 damn years, and the attempt that I've been making recently to, like, get back into it, like, watching these Royal Rumbles, for example, because that's, you know, something I enjoy. You know, watching it the last, you know, was it 24, 25 Rumble on Netflix. That's nice, but I got to start watching something like actually live and what's happening actively, right? So I can actually follow storylines and stuff.
But does that mean you're also going to watch AEW?
Shoot, when the hell does that crap air now? The same day or different days?
Wednesday and Saturday.
Well, damn. I'm never going to have any live streams then.
Oh, that's funny. Actually, yeah, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are all, well, maybe could we do a watch along in like the way Bum did it? Could we get away with that if we have Raw on in the background while we talk about it but don't show it? I mean, AEW Dynamite, you're going to need to do a watch along and talk about something else because it's hard to watch. Even Monday Night Raw is kind of hard to watch. Modern Wrestling's hard to watch. AEW is even harder, though. That's why I'm pleasantly surprised that I kind of enjoyed Elimination Chamber for the most part. On Saturday?
I mean, we could have it. I mean, you could have the TV. Like, I could have the TV like right there, but you have to have the volume off and like I don't know. That to me, you know, being able to listen to the action and commentary, and to actually have the focus, that would be
okay. I think it kind of worked when what was that Bum? You did a Saturday Night's Main Event. I think he did a Bum stream for a while. I think it kind of worked okay. It wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't perfect that like if you could show it or sync it with what you're actually watching, but that's an idea. I know you tried it once and then you got smacked down by the long arm of the law, but I can't believe that.
I think because
of all the videos out there, they got you.
I also think because in the beginning, I was actually talking during the video. I mean, I wasn't in the front. I was staying behind the camera, but I was actually talking. Like I was doing commentary-ish.
You think I did it? Ish.
But then I stopped talking for long periods because I really didn't have anything to say, and I wanted to spend more time watching the product. And I know people that were watching really didn't want to hear me. They wanted to, again, like me, they wanted to watch the product. So it's like, dude, shut the F up. I want to watch this. So I really didn't want to talk too much, but I wanted to talk enough that, you know, it wouldn't be shut down. And when I stopped talking, guess what? It got shut down.
You think that's why you needed to talk more?
I think maybe that's what, because what I call it, you got to add some kind of content or something, creative content or something.
like fair use or one of those legal terms or something probably help
Yeah,
you do
so
that.
maybe possibly that's part of it or something, maybe, I don't know.
Because it sounds like fun. Now, admittedly, I wouldn't do the homework to make it really good. I would just talk random stuff, but that's what I do in this show. So, because I see some people who do watch alongs and I think they do the homework, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want another job. I'll just wing it. Rick Aaron
But
went to the Blacktop Bully. They're making a Blacktop Bully reference. That'll be your next signing.
I don't know if I would want to do it again on this channel, though. Maybe I would if I had to, I could create, like, another YouTube channel or something.
Right, yeah, you
Um,
because in case that'd be like a sacrificial channel. If they block it again, then you're like, okay, well that channel can go
oh,
away.
I just don't want it to affect this channel
Yeah,
where it ends up banning this account and I
right, yeah, no,
lose
exactly.
everything. I'm like 4
Yeah,
years of work. Oh, by the way, double happy birthday, I guess.
today.
Today, I mean, 41 minutes in, so I'm late as hell, but special happy birthday to my nephew, Omar, today. He turns 31, or
Hmm,
he's turned 31 today. And
okay.
sometime in February, I don't know, some around February 26th, I guess it would be the official date, February 24th.
A few months
Uh,
ago.
that is, well, I'm going to say March because in March of 2022, that's when I started uploading videos.
Oh,
So this is my 4th year as a YouTuber. So happy YouTube, happy 4-year YouTube birthday to me.
4-year-old. Oh, that's a good reference. 4-year-old Waddy, and now walking around doing YouTube videos.
uh,
4 years. Wow, it seems like longer. I don't know. It feels like you've got so many videos and stuff.
Well, shoot, man, in 2024 and hell, even in 2025, I was just shooting them out. But 2026, I mean, I've got nothing this year.
Slow
I've
down.
got I've got live streams and that's it.
Something else taking
And
up your time or something? What's going on?
I don't know, like I just haven't been inspired, and I've just spent more time with my wife than anything else.
What?
So
No, I was kind of making a reference to we're gonna riot if you Maniac doesn't release any more videos over there. I would assume your wrestling figure line would take up some more of your time too, right? Don't have time for videos. You got time for making figures.
yeah, so if I was still collecting heavily, I mean, well, that
I
would
missed
be
that
a
too.
lot of my videos, right? That would be a lot of review videos. But once
Yeah.
I stop collecting, guess what? No more review videos.
Did you
Uh,
see that? I guess is it going to be monthly now at Major? They released two slaughters and a one man gang for
Yeah,
pre-orders
that
this
that
month.
came up, what, yesterday or today or
I think
something?
yeah, March 1st, yeah. But then they also threw in another Danhausen. I don't know how it's different, but they took advantage of. I think you've already heard what happened in Elimination Chamber.
Mm-mm.
Oh, am I going to ruin the surprise?
What's up with
They've been
that?
teasing a crate for a couple weeks now. I think on maybe SmackDown and Raw. I didn't watch it, but I heard about this gimmick because Jim Cornette has a whole thing about anyone who comes out of a box is over or gets over. So they opened the box on Elimination Chamber this weekend, and out popped free agent now WWE signee Danhausen. He's a
Nice.
WWE superstar. So if you've noticed a lot of Danhausen sales and stuff, I think that's all of a sudden everybody started announcing major. I don't know if Cardona maybe knew because he actually wrestles for WWE now. They probably kept it tight-lipped though. But they already had yet another Danhausen figure up for pre-order as well. And another thing for those still wanting to get Series One, because I was fortunate this afternoon, maybe because I was in there pre-ordering Sergeant Slaughter and One Man Gang for Major. Shopify alerted me to that. Hey, John Cena's in stock. I'm like, what do you mean John Cena's in stock? And I forgot I put it in my save list. Mattel Creations is selling Series One LJNs now. You have to pay $2 more. It's like $27 instead of 25. But I got two more Cenas that should complete my Cena collection at Mattel Creations this afternoon. And then he
Cool.
probably sold out again. The other three were still available though. So if you need a Hogan or a Dusty or what's his name, Logan Paul, they have all four now up there at Mattel Creations. So if you can't get it at Target, look there. You have to pay a few more bucks, and the shipping's not as good as Target, but at this point, at least I'm not paying scalper prices on eBay because I
Yeah.
bought one for me and then one for my nephew. I forgot he was a big Cena fan. I'm like, oh, I need to get him one now too. So since I'm paying for shipping either way, I ordered two. So hopefully we'll get those. So yeah, look at Mattel Creations. If you're not already out there, they sell figures too. There's some Mattel Creations, I think exclusive stuff, but they sometimes just sell Mattel figures. I don't know how they figure that out. I know in the past, before I started collecting a year or two ago, I think one of the first sets I ever bought was the Hart Foundation Coliseum collection from Mattel Creations. For some reason, it was on sale for like $40 instead of 70. I'm like, It's the Hart Foundation. Why is it on sale? Okay, I'll get it. I'm a big Bret Hart fan. And it was a Hart Foundation for crying out loud. And then I think later on the who was Jake the Snake with? Was he with Ted DiBiase? I think so. I got that one, and then I think I
For the
eventually got the other
Coliseum
one.
one?
Yeah, the Coliseum collections. I picked
No,
them up on
no.
Mattel
I think
Creations.
Ted DiBiase was with
Was he with
not
Steamboat?
Tito. He was with Ricky
Steamboat.
Steamboat.
Yeah. Who was Jake the Snake with? Yeah, it's Snake, Roddy Piper, George Animal Steel, and then the fourth one, and I can't remember. Two with one, two with the other. Oh well. I picked them up at Mattel Creations, and then I saw they sell their retros there too, and they go on sale frequently. In fact, I think a few of them are still on sale if you go out there.
Was
So
it
I
Rick
started
Rude?
picking them. Yeah, Rick Rude and Snake. That makes more sense, right? Because they had rivalry. Yeah, that was probably it. Because I'm pretty sure George Animal Steel came out with Piper. It's like, I
Yeah,
don't
I think
remember
so.
them feuding a lot, but yeah, so Mattel Creations every once in a while. I don't know what the rhyme or reason of it is, but you can get some stuff there. I think the last few times I bought the Mattel retros, other than the ringside exclusives, I've bought them from their website. But now you can also buy LGNs, so take a look if you need something. Because my Target still doesn't have any, and Target.com still doesn't have any.
I'm glad you brought that up. Retros.
Never heard of them.
Ringside. I'm pretty sure I bought that set that had, I think it was Paul Heyman
Oh, you
and
pre-ordered
had
that?
like Logan Paul and stuff. I'm
And then
almost
what are the
certain I
Usos?
bought
So
those
probably Jake.
suckers.
Okay.
Are those supposed to be coming out anytime soon?
Probably. I think they're still up for pre-order last I checked. I don't think they're out
Are
yet.
they?
The only ones that came out was their first set of 3, which was Cody Rhodes,
Yeah, I got those suckers.
CM Punk, and then he's got an LGN in Series 2. Pink. Jesse the Body Ventura. Couldn't think
Oh
of
yeah.
it. I got 2 of them in my office somewhere. My Punk's out in my living room somewhere, but yeah, I don't know what happened to my Cody Rhodes. I had a few of them there.
Hey, Rook. What's up, bud?
Did I ever show? So I don't think I like the Power Pack figures if we're talking about figures a bit.
Yeah.
But I ended up buying the 3rd set of Giant and Machos, primarily because we talked about it. I don't know if I showed it before, the Giant in the green suit and the red boots. I still, because they don't have enough articulation. It's not like, it's what, 5 points? You can move the arms. You can move, you can have him slide off. You can move the legs, and then you can twist his head, right? That's about it. So it's only 5 points. It's like your old style Star Wars. So they're not as good as I think was it Pro Wrestling Tees that had the G.I. Joe style figures? But because of the green suit, I'm like, and I got the other 2, I'm like, well, I had to get this one. I don't know that I'll get their other figures though. They've got like, I think a Kona coming and Anna Downhausen. Boy, does that guy sell merch. I think that's why WWE wants him. He pushes merch. People love his merch. And I even think his figure's not too bad, honestly. I just don't think he's a comedy wrestler, right? So you got to be comfortable with that.
Well, I don't think he has to be a good wrestler, man. Like,
he isn't.
I would have a Danhausen only for the. I mean, look at his look. His look is something I absolutely crave. There's another character in wrestling, Boogeyman.
He's wearing Shotzi's helmet, though. I put it on.
I've seen Boogeyman wrestle freaking Sin Bodhi, and I thought the 2 of them had an awesome look together. I thought they would make an awesome tag team, but I saw them wrestle together. And I'm like, dude, you guys suck. You guys, on an indie show together, like their match was really bad.
They just
now I'm sure if they were on like a big stage in like WWF or something together, like I'm sure they would have an amazing performance. But like that little small arena, they were like a little gymnasium, and I'm like, for what it was, they're not trying to hurt each other. So like I kind of understood for what it was. It was just like a little small match, and of course, then put him down. But
how often have they wrestled together though? Or
they look like they work together very often. So
because then the chemistry should be better then.
But
that does happen.
But Boogeyman, that guy is somebody, like I said, that is a guy that I would love to create as an LJN. I would look at him and I'm like, dude, I don't give a crap if you ever wrestled a day in your life. I want to be a part of my line. Why? Because you have that horror themed look that I crave. Like if you have a Darren, and I think there is a Jason Voorhees themed wrestler in real life too.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I gotta look that guy up because I forget his name. But
maybe you make figures out of him because if he's themed, you can probably get it fair use, kind of getting away with it, right?
Yeah. And absolutely. But Boogeyman, like I want that guy to be part. When they're asking me, like, hey, who would you like to make? Giant Gonzalez, of course, because he looks like the freaking he looks like freaking Bigfoot or something over here. So he's got like that horror theme already.
Now, would you go the Looney route?
Yeah, right.
Now, would you go the Latuni route and make him to scale instead of making Giant Gonzalez the same
Giant
height as Macho
Gonzalez.
Man?
Oh,
Yeah,
oh hell yeah, yeah. Giant Gonzalez. I mean,
good.
I'd go 10 inches on that figure.
I still don't get people complaining that Andre the Giant's bigger than his Macho. I'm like, because he was a bigger guy. Did you not watch wrestling? If you know who these guys are, you got to realize Macho was only like 6'1", 6'2". Oh, let me
Yeah,
see.
I'd make Giant Gonzalez a whole lot taller. Four
Yeah,
pack was 1760.
there you go.
Okay,
Yeah,
oh
Rick,
yeah,
Rick
makes
got it.
sense.
Jake was rude, which makes most sense because they had the program. I just don't remember Piper and Steel having a program, but maybe they just wanted to make those two figures. I got that pack too because I like Piper, but Lynn Steele's not a bad character to have. Yeah. AEW is tougher to win, but tougher to watch. But honestly, WWE at times isn't much better. That's why I must have been tired or drunk or in the right mood because I really actually enjoyed the Elimination Chamber. The women's match wasn't bad. I don't even like the gimmick. I think the Elimination Chamber is kind of dumb. But for some reason, I got into the women's match. Some of the other matches were okay. I saw Punk. AJ Lee, his wife, beat Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental title, I think it was. Which kind of makes sense. They were in Chicago, so you're not surprised that Punk had to keep his title because he's defending against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, but it was also in Chicago. So unless they wanted to really piss people off, I figured they both would. Rocky shirt, yeah. Okay. But I saw it was good testing if you could get them if they would respond. Which group was it on Facebook? That alcohol's getting to you. That 115 proof.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't take much, and I'm a professional. I even get paid to drink, and 115 proof will get to you. There's a lot of comments there. I haven't caught up all of them, but AEW is great to put on in the background when I'm doing something else because I honestly don't care. It used to be at least I would get a pop from like Chris Jericho and his band. I know it's kind of a cheesy band, but like he had a few good songs. I'm like, oh, that's kind of fun. Jericho's coming out, or some surprise. I haven't been surprised by wrestling in a while though. But anymore, I just kind of go through the motions. You're just kind of like, oh, look, they go. The problem is AEW sets up nothing. Like it was famous back in the day. Vince McMahon would set up like year-long stories and stuff, right? You know what I mean? AEW will just be like, oh, hey, Waddy, I hate you. Okay, I hate you too. Let's go blow off this 5-second rivalry with a Dynamite match where we cut each other open and light each other on fire. That's essentially AEW booking. And yet Tony Khan wins Booker of the Year from the Wrestling Observer because Dave Meltzer is in his ear. I mean, you don't have to be a professional to see that these rivalries, there's no storytelling. It's all gymnastics now, flippy stuff. Oh yeah, I posted on one of yours. Unfortunately, once I saw those ICP retros, I wasn't going to buy them, but I ended up buying both posses of Insane Clowns from Figure. And while I was out there, I ended up finally getting that 4-pack of the Bagwell, Patriot, Dwayne Gill, and Perry Saturn. So Figure got me twice this weekend because of the Insane Clown Posse. They just look like neat figures. I remember listening to one of their albums way back in the day. I'm not a big fan of the Juggalo wrestling, but you see Vince Russo, I think, is a consultant or a booker for them. Juggalo Championship Wrestling. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm hoping those sets are always going to be available on their webpage.
Yeah, you don't have to buy them early, but I was in the mood. Maybe Elimination Chamber. Maybe I was drunk or tired or high or something. I enjoyed Elimination Chamber, and then I spent all my money on wrestling figures this weekend. And then Major was like, "Oh, here's a Danhausen." I'm like, I don't really like him that much, but I gotta order them, right? Because if I don't order them, I'm gonna pay $1 million on eBay. So okay, I'll get another one. And then I forget that now it seems to be monthly. They're like, "Oh, here's a 1-man gang and 2 slaughters," and I'm like, "Oh, fucking hell." Come on, Major. That's like $200 right there in toys. Like I think I saw BBA post. I think he said what he needs a new roof. He wants to redo his bathroom, and then the Insane Clown Posse retros came out. So here he is spending $60 on plastic toys. Yeah. Well, what I found though is if you have good enough credit, it's all the rage now, and I can see why because people love to go into debt. But that Affirm, if you've ever heard of them, it's an AFFIRM. Now that I've gotten pre-qualified, pretty much everything I buy at Shopify, I can get, I think, 4 payments interest-free spread over every other week. So it makes me feel better. So I'm not paying $50 today. I'm paying like $16 4 times over the next 6 weeks or whatever. Makes me feel a little better. I'm spreading it out a little bit, you know, and you still can charge your credit card. So even if you don't have the money, well, I just like the cash back. So I charge my credit card, get like 1 or 2% back, and then I pay off my ever-increasing bill. I was hoping to catch up, but wrestling figures be damned. I haven't broken the seal yet on grapplers and gimmicks. I'm holding off. I never bought from them. I'm hoping not to, because once I start that habit, then I'll be like, man, the spending will just go crazy. You know what I mean? I can't. The title run toys I've stuck up on. I bought everything they have, even though probably Grapplers makes a better figure. I just don't want to open that, seal. I want to enjoy it through you guys opening them up for me.
Oh, I have gone ahead and I have fixed the BBA prototype.
Oh, okay. What'd you have to
So
do?
I did break it before, obviously.
You buy it
When
then.
they
You
sent
break
me
it,
the
you buy it.
sample, when they sent me the sample, you could open it up a little bit so you could see the inside.
Uh-huh.
And then
Yeah.
I kept bending it too far down, and I ended up
It came
ripping
out.
off this side completely.
That's right. What'd you
Well,
do?
I will say this much.
Yeah.
Crazy glue sucks,
Oh, I've used
and I
Gorilla
am
Glue.
deeply surprised at how good Gorilla Glue is because
I've had good
this
luck with it.
sucker is staying on pretty damn good.
So did you try the Crazy Glue first?
Yeah,
I haven't used that
and
forever, but I have
that
used Gorilla Glue, and Gorilla Tape actually is really good too. If you've ever seen that, it's like duct tape but from Gorilla.
yeah black
It
tape.
works.
Yeah,
Yeah, it works
I got
really
like
good.
10 million.
You got a lot of those. I've used
I
that
got like
pretty
10
good.
million of them.
I think I've used the Gorilla Glue once or twice. The problem is you buy this little thing, and then luckily or luckily I haven't broken enough stuff I needed to glue it, so I haven't used it in like a year or two.
Yeah, I'm
But
still wondering if I should glue this in.
are there ridges there? Is that supposed to? Is it like a? Yeah, there's like little grooves or something on that, isn't there? Like
Yeah.
where it sticks into the figure. Now, I mean, the real figure you won't have to worry about it, right? This is only a prototype.
No.
Unless you give your Logan Paul to your kids and then they whip out the dildo. That is Logan Paul. And then when they're done and they break it and see the dildo inside the dildo. No, I'm just kidding. It's
See, originally
dildos
I
for Logan
didn't
Paul.
want.
It's dildos all the way down. If you're familiar with that.
See, I didn't want to do this because I really
Yeah.
only wanted to do just the half because I still wanted to kind of keep this side open so you could look inside. But
Right.
eventually, I'm like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to end up closing it up completely because this, I don't know. I didn't know what to do with this. Do I close this off as well? Do I leave it open? At least I want to at least keep the arm open though because I don't know.
Um.
It's still a
Yeah.
sample.
I mean, it is just a sample, so I don't know if you have to worry about it. But that Gorilla Glue, yeah, he's sticking well together. Bum was talking about G&G is probably his favorite. Is that probably your favorite retro line if you had to choose one to collect
It's probably
nowadays?
man. Like it's got to be a
Modern.
three-way tie because it's really
Modern.
hard to choose because they all have their own special reasoning.
Yeah.
But Grapples and Gimmicks, Epic Toys, and
I forgot about Epic.
Wrestle Something Wrestlers.
Yeah, I've got a few of both of those.
So all three of them are like, side by side. I don't know really. I guess I always have given the nod to Grapples and Gimmicks, but like they all are like right next to each other. I think if you really were to boil it down, I probably would end up going with Epic Toys for particular reasons, but I've always said Grapples and Gimmicks were my number one.
Yeah.
So
I'm afraid I still want to get that USA Macho to go with my BRG Macho and then the Oz figure, but I'm afraid that'll start something. And then I'll be like, well, now get the Hillbilly and now get the Coco Be. Then I'm thinking I need to get the Coco Beware to go next to the Coco Beware BRG. And I'm like, okay, see, where does it stop? It doesn't. Yeah, Mabel Toys. Yeah, and I've seen him offer some stuff on eBay. I keep thinking I'll go to Mabel and be like, okay, Mabel, I'll give you a deal, or I'll make you an offer because I'll be buying not just Oz or not just USA Macho, but I want an Oz and I want a Macho and I want a this and I want a that. There's a few different Machos I've looked at, even though I don't need yet another Macho figure.
If you're gonna buy from Andrew, don't go to eBay. Go off of like Facebook or something.
Oh, does it sell on Facebook too? I see it on Instagram, but I didn't know how that worked. I'll look him up on Facebook then. Under Mabel Toys.
Yeah, good look at my Facebook under that because
okay.
I mean, there's like 100 million of us that could recommend him and whatnot. So, I mean, he is somebody that's trustworthy as hell.
And Facebook doesn't take a cut. Does Facebook Marketplace take a cut? Is that why? Unlike eBay, so he takes a smaller cut.
I would just Facebook, PayPal, friends and family. That way, he doesn't lose any money that way.
That's what I was thinking. eBay will take their cut if I don't do it through eBay. Yeah, he'll save money.
So if let's say you buy something for $50 and you go on eBay, they'll probably get him like what, $42.
Oh, wow.
$40, something like that.
Yeah.
So at least you buy it for $50 off PayPal. At least he's going to get the full $50.
Yeah, or he'd be more
or
likely to maybe offer me 48 because he's not getting shafted by eBay or something
or
or whatever.
or vice versa. Or let's say
Split the
you
difference.
sell it for $50, he might get $38, and maybe on PayPal, friends and family, maybe he'll offer you for $45 or
That's my
something like
figure, right?
that.
You split the difference. If it was at 50 on eBay, that only give him 42. Then how about we split the $8 and I'll give you 46 or 47 or something. Yeah,
Yeah, so I
we
mean,
both would
he
make out.
he'll work with you.
And that's why I figured that's probably my best bet because he's always got a bunch of G&Gs on eBay. Like, oh, I
Yeah,
want this one and I want that one. It makes better than rather than making one offer on one figure. I'm like, well, no, I'll take 3 or 4 or 5. Plus, then he saves on shipping. I'll reach out
yep,
to him then on Facebook. Not that I want to start another line. If I can keep it to just because Oz, you can't really get anywhere else yet, right? That USA Macho looks great. I don't know if there's another one like that, and it would look great next to the tall BRG one. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, those two look pretty good. But then there's a few other machos that I'm like, maybe I should get those too. It doesn't stop. Yeah,
three
Mabel
pack for
toys.
120 on Hasta. Oh, who is
Yeah,
that
see, that would
have?
be good.
Is that Mabel Toys to have them for 100?
Oh, really? Mabel has it for only 100. See, it doesn't stop because then that'll be perfect. I'll get my hillbilly. I'll get the slot bucket. I don't care too much about the Godwins. They're okay. But I get the horseshoe if I want. I get his hat. Yeah, dang it. Wow. So that's where it doesn't stop. It's like $60 for the Oz, $60 for the USA Macho, even with the deal. Well, let's call it 55 or whatever, and then $100 for the 3-pack. And then I'm like, well, hey, how about the Koki Beware? How about that one? Or who else was I looking at? Even the Dean, even though I didn't really like him as a character, when I saw Bum unbox it with the paddle and stuff, I'm like, no, I kind of want the Dean figure too. Son of I have to look that up on Facebook. Then I like that idea. Save him some money. Maybe save me some money. Save money by spending, right? You've never heard that one before, have you? Well, anyway, this month I get a bonus at work, so I'll use part of that. Maybe that'll be my excuse. Our bonus timing is March, so I'll save some of that. Called it. Yeah, Facebook. It seems like a good idea. Yeah, and he's reliable. It's not like I'm finding some stranger on Facebook who'll try to sell me
Yeah.
knockoff discount ring cases. You gotta watch them people selling acrylic ring cases out. I still don't get it's a $15 item. Like, what the hell? Right? It's like for $15, you're scamming out of 50.
I said I was going to get back into the eBay videos where I kind of
Oh
called
yeah,
out these jerks for doing all this
you might
scummy
need to call
stuff.
this person out if they don't.
And the
You
one
know,
guy that bought from me on my one account back in December, December 6th is 3 months, and his stuff's gonna fall off. So I really should start making screenshots and stuff now
mm-hmm.
before that stuff goes away, so I can make the video already. But I just been so freaking lazy and just didn't want to make those videos.
I get
I
that.
mean, I just felt like, you know what, I'm
There's
more
no
comfortable
one.
making live streams now than just regular videos. I don't want to say I've been unmotivated, but I said 2026, I was going to kind of not necessarily move completely away from wrestling, but I wanted to make other videos. All the videos I
Fair
felt
enough.
like I want to make, everyone else is making them
Uh-oh.
already. So it's like, damn, by the time I want to get to it, 1,000 other people are already talking about, said topic. And I'm like, damn, well, I don't want to make videos that everyone else is making videos on already. So
You want to stand out, carve out your niche or Lance is in the house. He came out with I don't think I've seen that one. Lance's nickname game is on point.
Macho Man Matty Savage.
I don't think I've heard him call you that one before. That one's pretty good.
Hmm.
Now pressure's on, Lance. Every time you join the live stream, you got to come up with a new nickname now. I'm just kidding. That's a lot of work.
I need to get back on ChatGPT because I'm thinking about pivoting yet again.
Uh-oh.
So my
Just don't
initial
pick up your
idea
pivot foot.
is Waddy Soldier.
Yep, I've heard
Yes,
that.
we're back on this topic again.
Well, yeah, you want to get it made, right? You've had so many troubles, fits and starts getting it made, and it's you. You got a personal stake in the game.
So
More ways than one.
Waddy Soldier. The idea has always been LJN Series 1 Hulk Hogan fighting pose. Literally just taking the Series 1 Hulk Hogan, slapping my head on that figure, slapping an ACU uniform over the body.
Yeah.
Bam. Like the exact build everything, just slap in my head, military uniform over it. That is my idea. That is my vision for the Wadi soldier, Corporal Watson, if you will.
Yeah, seems pretty good. Seems like you should be able to make it.
And that could be, if you can make that figure, that could be potentially the greatest action figure ever made. Like, that is solid. That design would be fantastic. And you can make 3 legitimate variants out of that.
Oh,
you
right.
could have the AC uniform, you could have the BD uniform, you could have the DCU uniform on that. You know what? That wouldn't be a money grab because you could have three solid uniform variations, and either a person could have all 3 if they wanted, or they could choose their favorite version.
Out of the same mold too, right?
And you can have the same mold. You don't have to change that up. It's fine.
Yeah, well, we want to. Got to get the most out of your molds, or whatever they say.
Yeah, and in that case, like I said, it's the type of scenario where I said within reason you can have the same exact figure. You can utilize the same mold for a repaint.
Yeah. Yep.
There's times when companies realize the same mold and do repaints where I always say it's a money grab, but you can do repaints within reason if it's the right situation. I love repaints when it's the right scenario. And like I use big rubber guys, Ric Flair, with the green trunks and the red trunks and the purple trunks and the blue trunks. I'm like, all of those figures, those were unnecessary. Once you got you could have like the blue trunks because it gave you like a WCW Galoob 1990 version. Like that would have been perfect. If you wanted to come out with like red trunks, give you like that 1993 Series 5 Hasbro look later on, several series down the road, fine. You're still making use of that same mold, but you're releasing that same figure in a different color later on. Okay. But when you're coming out with like the same exact figure 4 times, like one after the other immediately, that's a money grab. I don't like that.
4's aggressive. And
then
it
when
was a
you
big money grab because they charged the same price and they only gave the belt on 1 of the 4. At least give us a belt each time or something.
Yeah. And when you kind of, as a fan and as a collector, and you voice your opinion, then you have those who are like obsessive with the company, which I am a huge fan of the company as well. Okay. But I'm also, like I said, a fan first. I'm a collector first, or a fan. Well, I'm a fan collectors, that's / fan collector, same thing. I can have my opinion just like anybody else can have opinion. And, people are going to ride your ass like, hey, you don't have to buy this other thing. I'm also a completionist and I want to have the whole set. Most people are like that. Most collectors like that. They want to have the whole set.
Unfortunately.
So, and there's no harm in supporting the company. By buying the whole set, by buying all of the stuff, you're supporting the company. So you as fellow collectors or fellow viewers, whoever, by telling me you don't have to buy, guess what? You're now screwing big rubber guys out of a sale. So don't be going into comments and telling people don't buy it if you don't like it or whatnot. So you're just hurting the company that you're trying to support even further. That's idiotic.
Yep.
So I always said, for the right scenario, absolutely variations are acceptable. But that's just a type of scenario which I didn't appreciate. But like I said, the soldier, that would be a perfect scenario where variations are perfect. Anyways, back to the design. If the Hogan design was obviously the first one I gravitated towards because a Series 1 Hulk Hogan is one of the greatest wrestling action figures ever made. And it's one of my favorite poses, obviously. And Series 1 Hogan is nostalgic. It's something everybody knows and can basically pinpoint out of any design.
Nostalgic, iconic, toyetic, all the icks, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about this. What is the one figure that I absolutely love my entire life? That was always playable, enjoyable, that was always iconic for me.
The original LJN Ravishing Rick Rude, yes.
Well, that's without question. But other than that,
I'm trying to think of the worst figure, maybe.
1990 WCW Sid Vicious.
Oh, Sid.
The Luke Sid Vicious. of all the figures, why would I not make my original
Yeah.
piece out of the most beloved, most coveted figure of my life?
Mm-hmm.
So how about I pivot? And I think that would be a lot easier to make than a Hulk Hogan figure, anyways.
Okay.
So how about I make my soldier figure in the Sid Vicious Galoob stance instead? I
Mm-hmm.
think that somebody could make a uniform on that figure instead. It would be a lot simpler.
Okay. Still iconic. Not, I mean, it's Hulk Hogan. It's hard to compare to Hulk Hogan, but that's still a very. I remember having that figure and playing the heck out of it. Even before I liked Sid, I liked the figure as a kid.
Plus, plus, I think Eric would love that too because
Mm-hmm.
Vicious is greater than Hogan all the time. But I'm like, Hogan's better than Vicious. But but we'll have to agree to disagree on this one. But
But he, probably because secretly he doesn't realize just how much Sid loved Mayo. I mean, his pecking order was, I think, like family, softball, then Mayo. It was like a top 3 item. Um, God might have been in there too. I don't remember his religious beliefs, but Mayo was definitely top 5. No.
Let me see here. I got to go back, guys. I was talking for
Sure.
too long. I need to catch up.
Do you mind if I take a quick break? I drank too much water. I was going to
Nah,
go.
you're good, man.
Might turn off my camera so you don't watch me. I'll be back.
Mm-hmm. All right, folks. I need to read some of the comments here. uh, won't be fighting trolls. That's funny, man. All right, guys. I'm almost there. Just catching up. And all right, folks, we are here. Where I am all caught up. I haven't seen a lot of other of our commenters in here. Haven't seen like Corey or John. Haven't seen a lot of other folks, Galena or anyone in the chat for a while. Or Dave. Thanks, man.
Hey, it worked. I'm back.
Yeah, I
I wasn't
think
sure what would
that
happen
the
when I turned
stream
off
is
my.
about to end very shortly, though.
Oh darn! Yeah, I was wondering how long it would go, but I'm like, man, I've been holding it for about 10 minutes. I need to go. Allowed you to catch up on the chats, I guess. I was wondering what would happen when I turned off the screen. I think, did I freeze? It was just kind of like.
Yeah, it looked like that.
I didn't want to see you guys walk because my restroom is just
Like I'm glad I've been sipping this and not drinking like the whole thing straight down because I think if I did, I probably would have passed out like immediately.
save that for later if you can't fall asleep tonight.
Yeah, because
That'll work.
I only poured one glass, and I've been sipping on this thing a little at a time throughout this stream,
Definitely 115.
and it's been messing me up. You ever watch the TV show? Damn, it was with Mark Paul Gosselaar and
Ooh.
oh damn, it was a lawyer show.
Saved by the Bell. I know that's not it, but wasn't he in Saved by the
Thank
Bell?
you, Franklin and Bash.
Oh, I haven't. But I
Anyway,
did
it's
use
one of the
Bash
lawyers.
at work.
I think it was Bash. I think
That
which
sounds
lawyer
right.
was. Okay. Damn. Thank you.
What'd you say?
I
We have a
got my
guest on
wife
the show.
correcting me. So Franklin was over there. He was drinking the beers, in court.
Yeah.
They're both lawyers, obviously. And
In court? He's drinking beers? Can you do that?
yeah, so he was trying to make a point. So he's in court drinking the beer.
Like you do.
And so his partner's like, does my partner seem intoxicated to you? And he's like, well, yes, he does. And then the judge, the other attorney, she looks at him. She's like, lightweight. He's the Einhorn chick that from. Oh my God! Okay.
Phone a friend? Is this phone a friend? Eliminate half of the choices.
Rhea Seehorn from.
Really?
And she wasn't in Breaking Bad. She was in the other show.
She wasn't. Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul. Thank you.
Yes, but what's her current show?
What's her current show? He asks.
The Upper Hand's on the Other Foot.
What?
Ah, she got it. Yeah, it is Flurbus.
Yeah, you actually heard her.
Yeah, it's a great show. It's a good show. Yeah, I caught up in season 1. Yeah, she got it. Can't sneak anything by your better half. She got it. Calvin's back. I don't know.
Hey, you want to come in here and sit down with us? I may not be on here later. I'm pretty drunk.
Ask her, Journey Open Arms or John Cougar Mellencamp ain't even done with the night. Which would she prefer?
This is what you know.
I'm hoping she.
Hey, Mom wants to talk to you.
Calvin's got a choice, and I'm not sure how
that's not a good answer. We all say that's unacceptable.
It's unacceptable. That's pretty funny. You just be talking and she'd be like, blah, blah, blah. You can kind of sort of make out some of what she's saying. You're like, oh, she's listening. She's just joined the show. Tonight's guest.
I tell her she should be on the show, but man, she don't want to be partaking.
Trivia queen. Yeah, she doesn't like us. I see how it is.
Although when we were doing the card game, I mean, that stuff was a lot of fun.
I thought that was pretty fun. Yeah. I don't know. Kelvin's back with choices.
Yeah, we love you and we want you to be part of the show.
Bum's our music expert. Well, Kelvin might be too. Bum, what are you choosing? Journey or John Cougar? So is this John Cougar before he got married to Mrs. Mellencamp?
Oh man, I fell behind again.
Is that John Cougar's maiden name? Bum talk. That reminds me of Ace Ventura. When he wasn't it? No. Yeah, it was Ace Ventura, wasn't it? When he asked you a few questions and he talked with his literal bum. Okay, so Bum says Journey. We all follow with Journey, I guess. I'm not going to vote for Maiden John Cougar. I'll wait for his material once he's married.
Hold on a second. 10 shots of Fireball.
And let me ask you a few questions.
Do we have any more Fireball?
It's my favorite. My nephew's favorite was Fireball.
Oh, I can't handle any more Fireball. I had this right here.
Yeah, I don't think you want to test it.
Just one shot of it. I've been drinking on for like the last 45 minutes. I'm pretty out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at like an hour 17. I'm probably going to go like an hour and a half, and that's it.
We'll only have 3 more hours.
I'm going to last about 13 more minutes. I'm calling it a night.
Coming soon. Oh, unboxing. All right, we'll call it. So I think we're going with Journey.
So Journey Open Arms or John Cougar ain't even done with that. I don't know what that is, so I'm going with Journey as well.
Yeah, Lance, I actually just finished. This was probably above the label. It's from Ardbeg. It's called Wee Beastie. A 5-year-old Scotch. It's about 47%.
It's not treats.
I'll take treats. Are we handing out treats? About halfway through the treats getting to me, though, I'm going to ask for a refund. A callback, everyone. If you weren't here for that, we rewind.
Mario got the flower up to be ready.
Flower up.
It
It's me, Mario. I'm not a racist stereotype at all.
You know what I'm gonna do one night? Just be stupid as hell one night. Put up a live show. Just put the camera down. Sit in the office. No messages. Nothing. Just sit there.
Don't read. Don't look.
In the dark. Just sit there in the dark.
Oh, in the dark.
Just kick my feet back, and people are gonna be like, "What?" People are just like sit there flipping through their phone. They're gonna find my channel like, what the hell am I watching here? And I'm just gonna be sitting there like in the dark. Every now and then, does this asshole respond to his messages? Like, what the hell am I like? What is this? What am I What?
Not today, melon farmer.
I am so confused now. What am I watching?
goddamn scissors.
What is this?
And then you look back and you're like, that live stream had the most viewers I've ever had. Son of a bitch.
Like, and I'm gonna sit there for like 2 or 3 hours, just chilling in my chair, relaxing. Oh, I found some the last thing that we have from the what's it called? Damiana seeds.
Oh yeah, you hippie.
So those
Getting high over
Damiana tea seeds, tea leaves that we got off of it. Damn, now I'm drunk.
Amazon?
Damiana tea leaves that we got off Amazon.
Easy for you to say.
Haven't actually made any into a tea yet.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see as a tea drinker myself, because you said, isn't that actually what it's marketed for, is tea?
Yeah, it's
Allegedly.
it actually comes with actual what do you call those little
Sachets or sachets or
Americans.
empty tea bags? Oh,
strainers?
is it metal?
The tea strainers.
Oh, it comes with a tea like infuser.
Yeah, it actually comes with tea strainers. So
reusable, nice.
But it's funny though. It's you buy it because it's made for tea to drink, obviously. But I actually rolled it up into a couple cigar things I made, or that I bought.
Yeah, because we saw you smoke one a couple live streams ago.
Mm-hmm. It was actually very relaxing, and I didn't know that you could smoke tea leaves, but it was very comfortable.
I didn't know that you can't either. Now I want to try opening up on my Bigelow Constant Comment and see if I can smoke it. What does an Earl Grey smell like? It's funny because there was a tea before I got into smoky scotches. There was a tea back in the day. I was a big tea head, especially at work, and I found it. I forget. Apparently, it's made like scotches, and it's got a real smoky flavor, and you could smell it, taste it. Called Lapsang Souchong, like a Chinese tea. So there's some smoky teas out there. I wonder how it would be if you smoked it. I never thought to smoke it. I only steeped it in some hot water. I wonder how smoking it would go. But yeah, Lance, this is all Maker's Mark, by the way. So this is round 2.
Ooh, I don't know about
an empty stomach.
I don't know about the cult, so I'm gonna say Stone Temple as well on this one.
Ooh.
You hear, yeah, Ric Flair 77. He wants to go back into the wrestling ring. I'm like, dude, he gonna die. Well, Smith, Angel or Poison, Every Rose. Obviously, I know Every Rose is like one of the most famous songs in the world, but damn it, I don't like that song at all.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know what it is. That song is just overplayed or overused. Like, it's more of a poem to me than a song, to be honest.
No. You get me to kind of change my thought. Normally, I would say Aerosmith, but I chose Poison to be in a surprise. But you might be right. Maybe I should have chose Aerosmith.
I think Every Rose is like I think Every Rose Has Its Thorn is like I feel like it's more of something that you would say at a wedding as like a poem than like an actual song.
In between the chicken dance and
so I would go Aerosmith on that one.
Luckily, his next one was pretty easy. I'm not a big Cult fan, and I loved Stone Temple Pilots, so that was pretty easy for me. Not my favorite song by them, but still a great song. I was actually kind of surprised that on YouTube. I don't know if you've checked him out. He has a lot of music songs. A lot of it's over my head. Maybe like Boom or someone who knows what they're doing makes sense to him. But Rick Beato, he is always talking about stuff. And I stumbled upon him, and I think I was kind of surprised. I felt like a sense of kismet with him. He was saying Alice in Chains was his favorite grunge band. And I'm like, that was my first favorite band. And then he had like a live stream where he had chat. It happened years ago, so I missed it. But he was trying to figure out what his favorite Alice in Chains song was. And that was kind of surprising, but he narrowed it down to 3. Them, Bones, Rooster, and Wood. And considering how much he loved Rooster, I'm like, oh, he's going to choose Rooster. But no, he picked Wood, which was my first favorite song ever. It really was back in the day. I was not into music until like junior high school. A buddy of mine made me listen to Dirt by Alice in Chains, and that got me hooked. And I was like, oh, Wood. Oh, everybody likes Wood, I guess. That code. Feels like code. Everybody likes Wood, giggity. It's wood ? Though it's not. It's big. It's heavy. It's wood. It's not log. It's wood with a question mark.
Before we head out for the night, one thing I want to recommend to everybody.
In 3 hours.
Yes.
Not now. 3 hours from now. 4 hours.
So a few nights ago or a few days ago, I watched Salem's Lot 2024.
Oh, 2024?
2024.
What the?
Now I know, like back in like I don't know, I had to be in high school because I remember watching a remake in like 2003, 2002, 2004, something like that. But I had no idea they had a remake of the remake. But I remember like in the early 2000s watching a remake of Salem's Lot, and I absolutely despised it. And I think it was a made-for-TV movie in the early 2000s, and maybe it was like modernized or something, and maybe that's why I didn't like the movie. But this 2024 movie that I watched, I'm like, they had it set in 1975, and I'm like, man, I don't like this. This is stupid. You got a 2020 at the time I watched it, I thought it was 2025 movie, but when I looked at it afterwards, they made it 2024. I'm like, okay, fine. But it's a modern day movie. Why don't you make it a modern day setting?
They
But they
didn't.
made it in 1975. I thought that was so freaking stupid.
Wait, they called it 2024 though?
Yeah, it was made in 2024.
No, they call it Salem's Lot. They didn't call it Salem's Lot 2024.
No, it
Oh.
was just Salem's Lot.
I think
But-
it would be I think it would be funnier, and maybe I would appreciate it though if they called the movie Salem's Lot 2024, but they staged it to be 1975, just to totally confuse everyone. They're like, "Why'd you call it 2024 if the film takes place in 75?" Because reasons. And better yet is if they made it in like 2022 or something. So you're left guessing. Why did they call it 2024? We're just fucking with you.
Hey, Galeno, welcome to the show. We're just mentioning you just earlier. So
yeah.
So the movie was made in 2024. It was Salem's Lot, and it was based in 1975. And my first thought was, man, this is stupid. Why are you hating the movie? You know, just make it a modern day movie.
I mean, you realize Hollywood has no creative thought anymore. It's just remakes now. It's just remakes all the way down.
Absolutely.
That's two for that joke. Remakes.
But until I actually watched it though.
Oh.
And then I realized maybe one of the reasons I hated the original remake in the early 2000s is probably because it was dated, you know, a modern day movie made in modern day, you know, Salem's Lot, Jerusalem's Lot, whatever you want to call it. But because the 2024 movie actually was dated to 1975, you know, just like the original movie,
it was actually
maybe that's why I appreciated the remake, the 2024 remake, is because it was based in the same year the original movie came out.
Okay.
So I actually really like the remake, and if anyone who hasn't seen the new movie, I would recommend it. I mean, it's not something that's gonna blow your pants off, but it's still a really good movie that I enjoyed. And for something that was 2+ hours, blow your pants off.
Giggity. Those are two things I really enjoy. Is my pants getting blown off? I really enjoy that.
It's still a movie I would recommend.
It's roughing the listener. But so then, did you go into it with low expectations? That plays a big part.
No, I mean, I always liked Salem. I always liked the original Salem's Lot.
So you're expecting good things, and then you're kind of a little torn.
I was hoping for a good movie, and luckily it turned out to be enjoyable.
What was the one with what was her name? She spun her head around. She'd spit pea soup.
Exorcist.
The Exorcist. Oh, all those remakes. I don't think any of those are remade for back in the 70s. I wonder if they could do one of those and it turn out okay. I remember by the time I got to The Exorcist, everybody's like, "Oh, this is a scary movie. Oh, you're going to be so scared by it." But to me, growing up, the Poltergeist was always scarier, and so by the time I got to The Exorcist, I was kind of like, "It's not that scary." I thought the Poltergeist was scary, but then again, I would have been about 6, 8, 9 when it came out. When I saw it, right? I hadn't seen The Exorcist because it was before I was born, so that I'm sure played into it. The clown and then the tree coming out to take the kid, and then Poltergeist always messed me up as a kid. Yeah, my pants blew off. Oh, why? Kelvin probably forgot. 9 Inch Nails is on my top 5, 10 bands. It's up there. It's like Tool, Alice in Chains, Mayo, Rammstein, 9 Inch Nails. No, I don't remember what it is. 9 Inch Nails is way up there. So you could pretty much say worst 9 Inch Nails song, anything else, and probably I'd choose 9 Inch Nails. And there's some stinkers. Trent Reznor's not perfect. None of us are. Well, I am, but the rest of y'all fend for yourselves. Yeah, I think actually I like a buddy of mine who's just a little bit older than me. He's got a full Santa Claus beard. And I'm thinking that would be actually kind of cool if my beard turned white. Mine's just kind of, well, I want to be white. I'm going to be gray. I'm going to be the original color. You know, it's all over the place. But his is like pure white. He could go with Santa for Christmas if he wanted. I kind of want that.
Yeah, going back to the comments here.
Did I miss anything?
We're already at 8:30, but I'm gonna hit up some of these comments before we
It's only
close out.
2.5 more hours then.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So Galena was asking about favorite Rocky parts, and
Oh, right. Yeah.
you know, I tried fixing my phone. I have no idea how to change the settings so that this stuff is reversed. How to change the reverse settings?
Does mine show up backwards too?
Because all the stuff is backwards, and I don't know how to fix that.
I'm trying to see. Did mine show up backwards too? It must. I can't even read it forwards.
If we're being honest, I like the song segments. So, like, who's the guy's name? Robert Nepper, I think, is one of the songs, one of the singers on one of the songs. So, like, when Stallone jumps into the car and the song plays, like, I like the song segments. So,
oh, nice.
So I like that stuff.
That's
more than the actual, I guess, more than the actual boxing scenes. Even though the boxing scenes are fun.
Oh, I can't type it well.
That might be kind of like a little cheesy answer, but
first time Kelvin surprised me. KMFDM, another great band. That's not actually what they stand for, but that was one of the things we always used to toke. What was the other Italian Minogue fans? Something Depeche Mode? I don't remember. There's a bunch of things that they think KMFDM stands for. Kind of like a German industrial techno, a little bit of both band. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of good music in the Rocky. Are we just saying Rocky 1 or all of the Rockies?
All of the Rockies, I would say.
Okay, so definitely the one, for me, it's the one where he's training in the forest of Russia. And guess what? They're playing another great song. I'm trying to remember what it was, but what was the main theme to Rocky 4? Was that 4? That was 4, wasn't it? When he fights the famous Russian, Swedish Dolph Lundgren. Famous Russian, Swedish Dolph Lundgren. Wasn't that 4? What was the name of that song? It's a great song, and they play it during that and at the end. But like you said, it's the music. The music's a big part. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, there's a few of them. There's another good one. There's a lot. I need to look up this sound. Was that during the training montage? I just thought it was cool because, you know, you've got the Swedish-Russian Dolph Lundgren doing all the fancy, like, oh, look at all the fixes on his side, and he's out there hauling logs and tossing around, and, you know, he's doing, like, real world, like CrossFit before CrossFit was a thing, exercises. And, of course, there's a Russia versus United States aspect. He has to go to Russia to beat this guy who killed Apollo Creed. You're like, oh, my God, how's he going to – and I was a kid, so it's perfect for me. I'm like, oh, there's no way Rocky's going to get killed, you know. I think part of the problem with Rocky to me and why the music scenes are better is because the boxing scenes are always kind of ludicrous. If you look at it, there'll be like 10 minutes worth of no one blocks anything, and you just punch the hell out of me, and I punch the hell out of you, and I'm like, that's not a real boxing match. If that happened, that match would last like 30 seconds. Right. Yeah. Like if Mike Tyson came out and punched you without you blocking, you would be dead. You would be Apollo Creed in that movie. But most of the Rockies were that way because guess what? It's more exciting, right? Who wants to watch blocks for 20 minutes and then all the constant tie-ups that real boxers do? That's not a fun movie.
And I think it's funny that we both chose Rocky 4 as like our favorite scenes.
Was that yours too then? I mean, that's
because right after Talia Shire, you know, yelled at him on the stairs that, you know, he couldn't win. And then he left the house to jump in his car, and you know you hear the song blasting while he's driving around.
Another song scene, yeah. That's funny, and I appreciate. I love a montage, but I also appreciate South Park making fun of montages too, which was another musical scene, right? That's great. We're gonna need a montage. Yeah. At the same time they're doing it, it itself is a montage backed by a great song. You know, like it's like, you know, life, art imitating life or life imitating art. I don't know, one of those things.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Demolition. Oh, Conan. I didn't miss that part. Conan's elected. Conan's Stephanie Styles. I think Styles. I didn't watch it yet, but I think that was a surprise from what I get. that the Undertaker came out and surprised. I think everything else was to script, but I haven't seen his reaction. But I think Styles getting inducted immediately was a surprise to him, which is great in this day and age, right? To see a surprise like that.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
Bum abandoned us, unfortunately.
What?
The bummer.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, if you guys haven't done so already, though, check out Bum Shadow's live stream. Man, I would say this though.
You should like and
I'm freaking
subscribe. I like
jealous at how good of a freaking interviewer freaking Bum Shadows is.
That's a big deal too, right? Because
because when I did my interview with like AJ from Latuni, like I had to like write down all my questions and kind of like read off a damn card and stuff to have AJ kind of answer the questions. But freaking Bum Shadows, man, he just spitting his stuff off from memory. I'm like, I was impressed like crazy at how I'm like, dude, you're a manager, aren't you? Like I had to look at him like, you've done this before. You have managerial experience, don't you? You know how to sit down and interview somebody. Like I'm like, damn, this is a good interview. Like if I was going in for a job interview and like that was he would be out these questions, like that was a good interview.
and those are tough job interviews. Giving and receiving, those are, and especially I work in computers, so invariably that means to the whiteboard. I got to ask you some dumbass question to prove that you can break down a problem. The old what they call Microsoft level interviews, but not that bad. Stuff like that, and you're like, well, I got to think of how would you sort the entire works of Shakespeare if you were, some weird question. Okay. I love when he drinks.
I tried sharing that all over Facebook. I shared like 30 times to all these different groups. I'm like, I was trying to like really pump that down video up, trying to get as many people to watch it as possible.
It's a good video.
And
I was afraid. I'm sad I missed most of your Friday activities. I felt bad, but I was at work and then I had an important meeting at the time that you and Kirk talked. I'm like, son of a bitch. I missed that live. And then later I hung out with my nephew. We gamed and I did his taxes for him. So that's always exciting. And I missed your interview, but I watched it later. He does a great job because it's tough. Like you and I, we're just kind of stream of consciousness here. But like in an interview, I got to think of questions and segue to the next one and that sort of thing. So to come up with on the top of your head like that, or maybe he had some ideas and he was just going to wing it from there. It's almost like an ad lib or what do you call that? Like ad lib's probably the right term. Oh no, what do they call it? When the comedians get on stage? SCT or Second City does a lot of it. Dang, what do they call that? Ghost Ship. Oh, now we're into movies. Oh, that's an entry.
1408. Every time. It's not my favorite movie, but it's definitely one of my favorites. That last scene, the ending scene of that movie alone pretty much blows out almost any movie. I think The Mist is probably the only oh shit movie that only takes a darn it.
The Mist has kind of like a twist ending though, doesn't it? If I remember correctly. Yeah. Which I love. A non-M. Night Shyamalan twist too. Probably the movie Ghost Ship is better throughout the movie, and then maybe 1408 makes it up in the end. Comes back.
I don't know. 1408. I like 1408 in general.
Impromptu.
I mean, John Cusack. He's one of my favorite actors, but
Cubs fan.
Oh yeah, he is. Good point.
What the heck do they call that, everybody? It's not ad lib, but like one of the rules is you can't say no. You go yes and. It's like a comedic typically thing they perform on stage, and you just come up with it. Dang. Ironically, I can't come up with a term for it. It's not ad lib. Impromptu. I can't think of the word. I used reciprocate. I was pretty proud of that one. That's always good. I'm ready for Scrabble, everybody. Impromptu? Dang it. It's going to hurt me. It hurts me. It tasks me. Task me and I shall have him. That's a different movie. Man, I can't think of it. Improv. That's why I was thinking of impromptu. It's improv. That's what I was trying to think of. I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm happy that I thought of improv. Okay. Crisis averted. Identity or hide and seek? I don't. I don't know. Identity or probably identity. Identity. That's the John Cusack one, isn't it? Am I thinking of the right one? That one's got a good twist. I'm going to make sure if that's what Kelvin's thinking of. Yeah, Identity. Definitely Identity. Yep. Another great John Cusack movie. I wonder if that's how Kelvin chose that. I bet you.
I don't think I've seen Identity, but Hide and Seek, if that's the movie I could think of, then I would have to say Hide and Seek.
I'm going to go with 8 Men Out, Kelvin. Right, because John Cusack was in that one too. No. All John Cusack movies all the time here on Waddy's channel. Hey, that'd be an idea for your next channel. Just talk about John Cusack movies. He's got a lot of them. I do. That UFC vibe. I'm going to put you in a rear naked chokehold, Lance. That's it. I know what rear naked chokehold sounds like.
Oh,
it
shit.
Kind of sounds sexy.
You know what?
Like blowing my pants
Just
off.
staring at this, you know what I'm thinking about right now?
Naked chokeholds?
Well, I mean, shit, he does have a chokehold slam, though, but yeah, kind of.
That could go either way. That's an 18 plus kind of. That's a collector's only kind of.
That, too,
say anything.
Facebook already has Andre the Giant coming through from Big Rubber Guys, which means that Andre the Giant and who else?
Shipping. Ric Flair.
Ric Flair.
So I'm excited. Ric Flair. Because what's nice is those are close enough to the earlier ones that I missed with BRG that I can tell the eBay scalpers to go play Pacific. I'm like, these will be good enough for me. I'm not a completionist. If they're asking like 40-year-old min on card LGN money, I'm not interested. Right? I'd rather buy the LGN if you can charge me $300 for Andre that was created 2 years ago or whatever.
I mean, I like Demolition, the Series 12 Demolition. Like, I recently put those suckers up for the cost of your children, but I knew
an arm and a leg. Oh wait, no. What's the going rate on children nowadays? Is it an arm and a leg?
No, but I knew that wasn't going to sell, and that was fine. The point of putting it on eBay was just basically to put it up there.
Sure, you might
just to have it listed.
Ooh.
If it takes 10 years to sell, it takes 10 years. If it takes 20, so be it. It's just to have it listed so that I don't have to list it later. And then when Big Rubber Guys put it up for $60, you know what? If I got to share that listing that, hey, Big Rubber Guys has it for $60, I will share that listing. If I don't sell it, I don't sell it. It doesn't matter to me right now. Mm-hmm. I bought that extra set because what did Series 2 sell for just a couple months after it sold out?
Two of your children. Yeah, not just one.
$400 for those sets that were selling for $50. So when Series 12 came out, I'm like, you know what? I'm buying an extra set, not for the purpose of having an extra set to give away like I did for other figures. Because with other figures I had extra of, people reached out to me, hey, do you have an extra figure that I could buy from you? Yeah. Pay me what I paid for it. Cover my shipping. It's yours. Nice. The set, I didn't want to do that. If people are going to be charging $1 million for these damn things, I want I want that $1 million too. I'm tired of giving away these damn things for pennies. So
yeah, when everybody else does. I mean, Haku was sold out, and like within minutes, he was already at like $100 on eBay. And you're like, King Haku, right? And you're like, he was just for sale a second ago. Come on, scalpers, at least calm down a little bit.
So, and I told people a long time ago, like when I bought this, when the Series 12, long before Series 12 was even, I think at the time that Series 12 was even up for pre-order, mm-hmm. I told people I bought an extra set because I wanted that extra set for this exact reason. If it never sold, so be it. I know eventually the asking price for those things are going to be through the roof because this is a great investment. Like I said, I want them on eBay right now just for the sake of being up there for visibility purposes.
You never know. Some guy from Minnesota might want them. Call back.
No, I think more than likely it's not going to be an American buyer. It's probably going to be like someone from Germany or Italy or from like Nepal or something like that that's going to buy it.
Have you sold anything to anybody in Nepal? I assume they do buy stuff, but I never thought about that. Imagine if some kid up there.
It's just another country that could buy. You know,
that'd be kind of cool though, wouldn't it? Like somebody living like at the foothills of Mount Everest that collects wrestling figures. Why not? Yeah.
I mean, you know, if eBay allows us from the U.S. to, you know, X country, you know, it's fine.
Yeah, as long as it's kind of nice.
As long as it's part of the eBay global shipping program, I will ship there. So
Did you know? It sounds like a funny. Yeah, it is. Their flag is weird. The Nepalese flag, and yes, that's how you say that. The Nepalese flag is weird. It's not the traditional rectangular. It's like two triangles on top of each other.
mm,
Isn't that kind of fun? Nepalese. I said
yep.
Nepalese. Sounds like something else, doesn't it? Sounds like I'm saying dirty or something. You ever get that where your significant other's like, speak dirty to me, and you're like, Nepalese?
I
That
mean
doing anything
that's
for you?
the Nepalese are exactly the workers that we had with us with Mantech back in like the 2010s.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It's funny. We had this one female Nepalese worker, right? Because all the other people were all male, right?
I feel like we're saying
And
Nepalese too
of
many
course,
times.
the American workers were always trying to like flirt with her and everything.
Oh,
And of course, the female Americans were always like looking at, always kind of like giving the male American workers the dog eyes every time like they tried. She came in to like, collect a document, they had to print out because they had to go pull parts out of the warehouse or something for shipping or something like
yeah.
that. So, they're always trying to flirt or something. And her being like the only, non-American female worker,
Got
you
a lot of
know,
attention.
so like I was coming out, me being like new or something, like, hey, I feel bad for her, or like, and then the female workers would look at me like, why do you feel bad for her? Like, her being the girl, like, no, like she probably gets away with murder or something. I'm like, oh, good point.
Maybe a lot of attention. So when
Yeah.
they were all giving her attention, for she's like Nepal, please, or something.
Yep.
Trying to work Nepal, please into that joke somehow.
But
Ooh, Oh, come on, Open Range, you're Unforgiven, Kelvin. Come on, what am I gonna say? Open Range, you're Unforgiven. What do you think? I've talked long and hard, giggity, about the closing of Unforgiven on this live stream. I'm going with Unforgiven. Deserves got nothing to do with it. Unforgiven is kind of slow, but it makes up for it in the end. I mean, yeah, Open Range can't hold a candle to Unforgiven. And I wasn't even. That's what actually got me into westerns as a kid. I wasn't even into westerns until my dad, who was into westerns, took me to Unforgiven with one of my friends and my mom. I loved it. Great movie in the movie theater. I actually remember seeing it like 92, 93, something like that.
I'm just trying to think what that poor girl's name was, because like I said, sometimes too much attention might be like. I felt like, well, I'm trying to think about that girl now.
The Nepalese.
Yeah.
I guess I could have spoke this, but I decided to type it out instead. I was anxious. Multiple streams of consciousness going on. But yeah, so Unforgiven, we covered that. Haiku Tough. Haiku, the poem, or haiku as in Meng? I mean, either way, like what is it, a 3-5-3 or 5-7? What's the? I forget haiku. Something to do with math.
3-5, yeah, 3-5-3 or three.
That feels
No,
short, doesn't it?
5-7-5.
Yeah, 3-5-3 sounded short, but I'm like, I'm
Five.
close.
I think it's 5-7-5.
That seems right. Are you 5-7-5 tough, Matt? That's funny.
I don't know. So Jason and the Argonauts, I know the story obviously through like Xena and Hercules, TV shows, obviously, but I've never seen the movie. But I have seen Sinbad, so I'm gonna say Sinbad. I probably would say Sinbad either way because I've known that movie for like ever.
I think that one was tougher. I don't think I answered that one. I was just excited when he said Unforgiven. Like he's throwing a few softballs at me, like 9 Inch Nails, Unforgiven, K-Method. I'm like, oh, well, that one's easy. I don't have to think hard about that one at all. Wrong move, you'll be limp. Oh, I like that, Lance. Not Haku Tough, but man is military, so wrong move, you'll be limping the rest of your life. Yeah, how many eyeballs have you gouged out in a fight, Matt? Allegedly, apocryphally, King Haku Ming has gouged out, I think, more than 1, 2 eyeballs, maybe? I don't know how many eyeballs. At least 1. Yeah, you have nothing to prove. Yeah. Seems like it. Yeah, he is, and actually, I think Haku's real quiet and nice. But yeah, in the wrong situation, I should say, you don't want to be. You want to be on his team if there's a bar fight or something like that. You don't want to be against him, which is why it's kind of sucks. That I think he should have got pushed more. And all the wrestling leagues he was in, I mean, they gave him the kingship, and I think occasionally he would get like a tag team title. They never gave him an IC or a world heavyweight title, did they? He could have.
For Haku?
Yeah, don't you think? I think he wasn't. I mean, he had a role, kind of like Duggan, kind of like Coca Beware. Actually, was really poorly pushed. But there's a lot of those guys that, now that I'm an adult and learned about them from the territories before they joined the WWF, you're like, yeah, those guys were great wrestlers. Even like Terry Taylor. Look at the gimmick they gave him, the Rooster. Like, come on. Did he call Vince McMahon a bad name or something? Like, why did they give him the Rooster? Are they just fucking with him now at that point? That's clearly what they were doing. They can't, with a straight face, say, you're going to be the Rooster, and you got to go, I'm calling you, and all that stuff. Like, you can't, with a straight face, tell me that's a legitimate gimmick. Come on. Come on. I'd rather take the garbage guy or the plumber man, the goon maybe or something. Give me another job, like, I enter spreadsheets. The spreadsheet guy. Yeah, that's better.
The spreadsheet guy.
Remember, because they had a whole run of like, I have no idea how to do gimmicks anymore. Let's just give them all jobs. And they'll go out and wrestle. Right? You know what I mean? Like the accountant, and I'm the sir not appearing in this film for you Monty Python fans.
So
only 2
I've
more
been
hours.
trying to watch these Rumbles in reverse. And I watched 25. I've gone down to 24.
Doesn't that ruin the ending? Because you see the guy win, and then you see everybody come back over the top of the rope.
Yeah.
Did you get that? Did anybody come with me on that joke? You watched him in reverse. Oh, yeah, we did it. Hour and 50 minutes.
Why do they do that every single Rumble now?
You didn't come with me on that.
Everybody
joke.
Always comes. Everybody goes over the ropes, and then they fight over the ropes until somebody gets knocked out for the final out. I'm like, why don't you guys, when you're outside the ring, go back inside the ring and try to knock the person out? Why do you fight while you're already on the outside the apron?
Oh,
and I'm like, that's where one knock, it makes no sense. At least step back in the ropes and then step through the ropes and fight back on the outside of the apron. That way you're safe. Like it's idiotic. It makes no damn sense.
There's a lot of idiotic stuff that happens. Or like when and it's a rest hold. Now as an adult, I can see that. But like 3 or 4 guys will get one guy up on the top rope, and then you see him grab their arm, and literally their arm will be holding the rope because they realize like, oh, he's not supposed to get eliminated yet, but we're all just going to sit around here and rest for a while. And you can tell there's no possible way you're going to push that guy over the top rope. But when you said you were watching the Royal Rumble reverse, was it disorienting seeing the people like come from outside the ring over the top rope and back into the ring?
No, I'm going down from like 2025 down to 2024 and working my way down to 2023.
I tried that joke twice. When you watched it in reverse, it starts at the end with the winner. Oh, I'm Hulk Hogan, right? And then you see all the people uneliminated because you're watching it in reverse. You see, that's what I was going with. But it works. I find the jokes work better if you have to explain them.
Yeah.
See, I always salvage the joke when I say, "Oh, it works better if I explain it."
I did realize. I realized in the 2024 Rumble though.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently they always have the female Rumble first.
Yeah.
Then they only have a couple matches, and then they have the male Rumble.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? That's a very boring Royal Rumble.
Don't worry, they do that for Elimination Chamber and War Games and everyone. Every single one, it's always women first. Like this weekend, Elimination Chamber. They started with the women's match, Elimination Chamber. I think two or 3 matches, and then the men's. And I weirdly, by the time the men's chamber came, maybe it's because of the contestants, I really didn't care at that point. I'm just kind of like,
because
I want to go home.
So they had the 4-man battle: AJ Styles, LA Knight, Randy Orton, and then they took on the champion Roman Reigns.
Oh, 2024, you said?
2024. And that was like a 30-minute match. Roman Reigns eventually succeeds and retains the title.
That was the 4-way, giggity.
Yep, giggity. And then later on, it was a match where champion Logan Paul takes on Kevin Owens. Logan Paul tries to cheat, uses a little bare knuckles. Kevin Owens takes the knuckles out of his hands, knocks him out with it, and pins him. Referee sees the damn knuckles on his hands, changes it out. Bam! Logan
Okay, I
Paul
remember that.
retains the title via disqualification.
Okay, I remember that. That was 24. Okay, it's been a long time. Okay.
And that's the last of your matches, and then it goes into the male Royal Rumble. I'm like, what? That's it? That's it? 2 matches? So, like, I'm really only interested in the actual Rumble itself. I don't
The
care
Rumbles.
about the individual matches, but I decided I was gonna actually watch the entire event because
Sure.
I need to start watching wrestling. I need to understand what the hell's happening in the damn sporting event. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, is there more to it than just 2 matches? Is that it? Like, literally,
Not
that's the whole
usually.
entire pay-per-view?
It's pretty small.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
But I will say this though. The 2024 was probably one of the greatest freaking Royal Rumbles. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
The
For
Rumbles
what
themselves,
it was very entertaining.
the individual matches, maybe not so much, but the Rumbles themselves you liked?
Well,
Is that what
even
you're
the
saying? Or
matches,
even the
the
matches were
matches
good,
were
the four-way?
fantastic. Even the Kevin Owens Logan Paul match was fantastic. Like, I really enjoyed that match.
It was Kevin Owens? Okay. Okay. I don't remember Kevin Owens, but I remember the brass knuckles or whatever. Okay.
Like, I enjoyed that match too. So like that was real fun. Like,
Who won the Rumbles that year? Did Cody win the men's one, I think? Was that a Cody Rhodes win? Because he won
yeah,
like
24 was Cody Rhodes,
who won the
and
female one? Remember?
24 was also Bailey.
It was Bailey. Okay. Man, that was just a year or two ago. I already forgot. Hey, we're supposed to do a TV show, by the way, Waddy, apparently. They're calling for us to be on TV. I don't know. Bad idea.
Hey man, like, all we gotta start getting is some real freaking some couches, some real equipment, some microphones, and do a real podcast.
Do I have to
Figure a way to do that.
do I have to do like pre-work, or can I continue to show up and just speak stuff? Stuff. Loud noises, words, phrases.
Let me put it this way: if that freaking Hawk Tool girl could get like freaking 60,000 viewers per channel,
So
I mean, damn,
so
all
you're
we gotta
saying
do
all
is
I
get
gotta do
real
is
freaking like
yeah, she did.
podcast equipment and figure out a way to do that for real. There's no way in hell our damn channel can't do better than her.
So I just got to talk about oral sex, is what you're saying. Great. In that's the context of Talk to a Girl for those people who don't know.
I think the only reason our live streams don't do
I
better is
meant ears,
because we have
oral.
it as
A-U-R-A-L.
live streams and not podcast.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to. I just don't have the equipment to set it up as a podcast.
Podcasts would be neat because I see a lot of them. Because every once in a while I look at I think they're British folks. It's called Wrestle Me, and they've got some funny stuff. Though they're wrong sometimes, which is kind of interesting. I'm like, did they do any? Because it looks like they're doing homework, but a few times I've caught them. They're like, if you would have done like 5 minutes of homework, you would realize what you just said was wrong. But it's a funny show, and they make fun of some stuff, and they're all over the place for the wrestling. But they have a Patreon, and I think they charge like 10 or 12 bucks a month to watch their exclusive content. And I'm like, I wonder if that's a legitimate thing. But then I probably have to start trying. Like I literally just show up. Like today, I think I took a shower and then I made some a water and some whiskey. That was my preparation for the show. I think legitimately, if you wanted it to go real time, we probably have to do some homework, especially like those watch alongs. I've seen a few of those people. They legitimately will do work and they'll talk about behind the scenes what happened. Those one guys from New Jersey I watched, the OVP folks, the Our Vantage Point, they will legitimately, between their pay-per-view ones, and they have a Patreon too they charge for, but they will legitimately go and they'll watch all the Raws and stuff ahead of time and tell you about the stories and what happened and stuff. And they kind of set the stage for the pay-per-view back when they used to tell stories longer. Well, WWE kind of sort of still does. But so they actually would do the homework. And I'm like, that seems like a job now. I don't know if I want to do that. I just want to show up and have fun. Can I just do that? Can I just show up and have fun and then somebody give me money for that? Come on, somebody. Give me money. No, that's not how life works, I guess, huh? Damn it. I showed up. Where's my money, everyone? Money? No, hold on. Nope, no money. So
Okay, guys.
2 more hours? 7 more
Yeah,
hours?
we're at the 2-hour mark. Also,
You think we can sneak in a Royal Rumble watch along real quick at the end here? Watch.
Shoot, maybe Wednesday. Oh, well, actually, maybe not. I don't
Do you have
know.
Netflix and a VPN? We can watch the Elimination Chamber for this weekend. We can talk about stuff and things.
I do have Netflix. Actually, I think we do have a darn VPN subscription. I don't know. I think we do.
Netflix and chill? Is that? Oh, wait, that means something else.
I do want to say this though, guys, to all the viewers. Bone Breaking Action. He recently posted a 2.5, almost 3 hour live stream.
Wow.
And it was actually a really good one. I recommend watching the whole 3 hour, 2 hour 45, however long it was, live stream. But if you're not interested in watching the whole live stream, I would at least recommend watching like the last half hour, 45 minutes or so of it, because it's just the live stream with Bone Breaking Action and the Professor,
Oh,
Playtime Wrestling Federation.
talk about
And it's kind of funny when Playtime is talking smack about me and whatnot, but like I said, I'm not going to be easily offended. Um, when I first saw his channel way back when, it was just like, hey, here's an LJN channel, right? And here's a guy doing some wrestling videos. And it was like a Royal Rumble match or a Battle Royal match. It's just him throwing his hands in there, just picking up a bunch of figures and tossing them around. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, that's not, you know, that's not how you do a Battle Royal. That's not how you do a Royal Rumble. Like, just pick your hands and you just throw the figures all around.
I
Like
like what that would look like, though. That would be kind of funny. It's kind of like the Team America World Police when he does the puppets. And they're just kind of like, right? It's kind of like that, but for battle royals.
Like if you got 20 figures in the ring and that's your battle royal, you pick the
20.
figures up one at a time and you wrestle them, each individually. You don't just sit there like just start tossing them all over the place like that.
Battle royal.
I couldn't get into that thing. But several months ago, my viewers, recommended him to me. I'm like, okay, yeah, I've seen this channel before. Cool, I'll subscribe. And right from the very get go, I watched it, and he was talking smack. I'm like, okay, whatever. I stay subscribed. I still get subscribed. I still get his notifications when he goes live, stuff like that. Whatever. You subscribe to me, hey, I'll stay subscribed to you. Whatever. But
Okay.
I'm not going to fret. You're not hurting my feelings, and I'm a big boy. I can handle it.
Is that code?
But I found a new word that he used in that video, which I found funny. Apparently, I am a disser.
A disser?
A disser.
I was expecting
apparently what I do is I display my figures.
That's not what disser means.
So there is a disser.
What?
And there is a player.
No.
A disser is a displayer of figures, and a player is a player of the action figure.
Not even close.
According to
about?
Playtime Wrestling Federation, this is what these terms mean.
A disser is someone who talks smack about you. A player
I
is
know,
someone
man.
who
I
hits
know.
on ladies and men, depending on your persuasion.
My dude, I know what my terminology for disser means.
Hello,
but
fellow
apparently
kids. Are you
he
a disser
has
or a
his
player?
own terminology.
I guess that's how
It's just so funny. I recommend going ahead watching it. At least get into the last 30 minutes or so when it's just the two of them. There's 4 people on the live stream on the StreamYard, but once Mustard and Rick tune out for the night, and it's just once the two of the guys, Bone Breaking and the Professor talking, I at least recommend watching that part. It's a good watch.
I'll have to tune that in later after dinner.
But
sounds funny.
At the very least, I'd say watch the entire thing. The entire show is fantastic. Mustard and Rick, they do a great show. They do a fantastic co-hosting, and whenever I have Rick and Mustard on this show, they're fantastic in the comments. And Rick and Mustard, they also do a lot of co-hosting with BBA in a lot of his live streams. And
was that the same Rick earlier that mentioned it was Rude and Snake? Like Rick Huntley or something like that? Is that the same Rick?
Well, Rick Tolich, he's constantly in our comments, so he's one of our regulars.
But is Mustard AKA Old Mustard?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was going to make a Mayo joke, but I'm like, no, I like Mustard. I think I know who you're talking about. I haven't watched a lot of the BBA stuff, but I do like is it StreamYard, which he has to pay for, I think, right? It's not free. But
I tried signing up for StreamYard before, and I thought it was a free service, but you got to pay for just to create an account. I'm like, oh hell no, I ain't paying for any more of that stuff.
But it would be a neat way to do if you wanted 3 people. I don't know if you do. Sometimes 2 people's a lot. Like you and I want to talk at the same time. It can get kind of a lot. I could imagine a 3rd person. I watched 1 or 2 of his streams with 4 people, and If you have the right people, I think it can work. I don't know. I talk a lot, so I don't know. I don't want to share. Mine. That's funny that
Uh,
disser and player. Huh? I don't know why that catches me so funny, but I keep thinking of Steve Buscemi. Hello, fellow kids. Are you a disser? Are you a player?
yeah, Lance, as far as not
No,
staying
they
awake,
are.
if you drink a bunch of whiskey, you ain't even kidding. Like I drank like I said, I filled this up, what, like 3/4 of the way. I drank like one shot glass over the course of like an hour of this video. And about an hour, 15 minutes in, like I was ready to quit. And
See
I
that?
filled like another half of this up since, and we're like what, 2 hours plus in, and I drank about 2 shots
That's pretty
of
good.
this
I
video.
mean, that's
So
115 though, right? That's not your granddaddy's 80. That's
no,
115.
no. That thing is that right there, that's the killer.
I don't know why your granddaddy loved 80 proof, but he did. I don't know. My grandma loved 80 proof too. Yeah, that'd be a different way to tell that joke. No, Galena, they're friends, right? You guys are friends. No, that's why
Oh
you
no, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
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 Probably just maybe misinterpreted your comments. Disser
About
really? Disser is someone who displays figures? Like that's so
no, Bone Breaker and the professor, they don't have a good relationship.
they're the two that don't like yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
English a second language for the professor or something?
I mean, he's Canadian. He speaks English.
Oh, say no more. No, I'm just kidding. He's Canadian, eh?
I
Probably
mean,
speaks French, eh?
yeah,
He knows hockey and French. Oh, he probably loves mayo on his fries. Okay.
hey,
Hey,
I mean, I love
no, that,
mayonnaise on my French fries.
no,
Okay,
that does sound pretty good. I
so
don't put enough mayo on my fries. I'm always ketchup or barbecue sauce. I need to do more mayo. But no, don't
but
get. I think that's gravy though. Poutine, actually, gravy on fries, not mayo. But either way, Canadians
no,
just seem to
BBA.
like mayo more than
He was
Americans.
very respectful and very respectful, very casual during the live stream. So,
Sounds kind of funny.
but
Don't be a disser and display your action figures. Was the professor
uh,
sad that the Canadian hockey team got silver instead of gold in the Olympics? I'm just
now
kidding.
the now Bone Breaker figure is
Hockey's like,
definitely gonna be released.
yeah.
Yeah, right now,
No, that's the first one. That's the first
the last
figure.
thing right now, we're trying to work on the card backs, and Bone Breaking Action came up with an amazing card back design,
He's got a lot of good stuff out there.
and I actually got back with Kevin Pelkey, see if he could help us design a PDF because that's what the factory needs. They need a darn PDF file for a freaking card back design. Like,
Everybody always
really, I
wants.
can't just send you this picture
Nope.
and you guys make a template for it. They want us to make a template. Like, real, oh my god, this factory is driving me nuts.
If I had
So
a
I asked
nickel for
Kevin,
everybody who requested a portable document format file, I would be a
yeah,
millionaire. That's
yeah.
what
So
PDF stands for.
yeah,
Nerd
so
Adobe PDF.
So they sent us a template
PDF.
for like that Epic. They sent us an Epic Toys PDF file for demolition,
For the
and
card
I'm
back.
like, that's like a retro. That's like a Hasbro style retro card back. It doesn't, this is LJN style. That PDF file, that template's not going to work for us.
They
So no,
this is for the card back they want in PDF
yeah,
format.
for the cards.
Honestly, that doesn't make any sense because
Yeah,
PDFs for like filling out forms and documents and stuff. A card back should be an image, shouldn't it?
yeah.
It's kind of weird.
I got with Kevin, and he's gonna try and create an actual LJN template.
Okay.
So hopefully he can take that
Yeah, that'll work.
template. I sent him the images. All he's gonna do is take that template, that image, and apply it to the template.
Okay.
And hopefully he can send that to me, and I can send it to the factory. And once that's done, hopefully that will be the last for
I was
this.
gonna say, once that's done, only 70 more steps.
Because god dang, man, this has been a process. Like, I want this figure to be complete. I need this figure to be complete because not only do I want this figure out for the public so I can finally have something to show the fans out there, like, hey, what our line is about.
Yeah.
But I need to make some sales because
No.
I'm obviously paying for all of these other figures and I've got no capital.
Yeah.
So
But also, it turns this into a legitimate company. Then right now, it's still all talk, right? And you want to actually have figures in hand. But yeah, I wonder, and that's why you see like Major. You don't hear behind the scenes, but they have employees, right? And like Epic and Title Run and Top Rope and Grapplers and Gimmicks, you know about Hastel or whatever his name is. But they all have employees doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Help out. Even Power Town, and they don't even deliver figures. They have employees. So you're doing this kind of, well, not, I guess not all by yourself, but mostly, right?
Bump Shadows and BBA, I mean, they're not employees. I mean, I consider them part of the business of sorts because I mean they've been so freaking helpful with everything. Yeah. I mean, BBA's created commercials, he's created freaking advertisement, he's created posters and card back designs. Bump Shadows has created commercials and vignettes. I mean, he's created figure designs for me. He's freaking reached out to all of these down influencers to try and promote this brand. So I mean, those guys have been freaking amazing. So like I couldn't have done this all by myself without the guys. So they've been freaking awesome.
But it's still like a very Apple in the garage of Steve Jobs and Cupertino kind of projects. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Once you have that figure delivered and you can sell it, then it'll feel like a company.
Yeah.
Do we have a guest on the show? Do we have any questions for Waddy's better half? Any trivia questions or anything? What's the capital of blah, 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 Lichtenberg, Liechtenstein? What is she good at? We need to ask her some trivia questions. That way she can yell from the other room, Monaco or whatever. Montpellier.
Right.
State capitals anyway?
All right, guys.
Springfield. No, that's probably...
At this point, I think I am officially done.
About 2 more hours?
No, I think I gotta cash out.
You still got booze left in that bottle, man. That 115 proof ain't gonna drink itself. No, I'm just kidding. You drink that.
If I were to finish this bottle off, I would die.
I was gonna say your wife's gonna have to take you to the hospital. That'll definitely be alcohol poisoning if you start drinking.
Yeah, so
115 proof. I'm over here with this like Maker's Mark. Actually, Maker's Mark I think is above 80, but still a lot less than 115.
Yeah, so I may or may not make some eBay videos. Probably not because I just haven't been into it for a while. And I think 2026 is going to be a bad year for regular videos. But at some point, I also realized that I'm probably going to slow down on live shows as well. And that might mean going back to just one live show a week.
I mean, the trade-off is action figures.
Yeah.
I don't know what I ran into it. I started thinking about looking for it. I don't know why I got the itch, but somebody was looking at WWF. It might have been one of your videos when I was perusing YouTube, but the old WWF magazines. You haven't gone through all of yours, have you?
No. I mean, I stopped in I think 1990, like January 1990. And like once I kind of saw that the interest was stopped, like once it went from 1,800 views per video down to 75, like I'm like, okay, nobody cares about the late 80s, early 90s. The mid 80s, mid to later 80s, everybody loved that stuff. But once it got into the 90s, then it kind of fell off. So
because if you think about it, I don't think I see a lot of people reviewing those magazines. Yeah. I joined a Reddit what has some old Pro Wrestling Illustrated stuff like that magazines. That could be a niche market. And I've just kind of got a hankering for looking through those almost to the point of I wanted to look at eBay and maybe buy a few. But so I didn't know if that was an idea for a video, but you have to kind of have the time and be into it. And I know it might not get a lot of views, maybe only get another 50, but I was trying to think of other stuff. Yeah. The wife needs attention too.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're probably gonna take a break and probably gonna jump on and watch it Survivor 48 or something. So far, so good.
Now that's Survivor 48, but actually takes place in 1982. Look at all these free callbacks I'm giving you guys. Just enjoy the callbacks. It's callbacks all the way down. Now that's 3 that I've used that joke 3 times. Mm-hmm. Joke, the killing joke for you Batman fans out there.
I might do
the killing joke. Get no respect.
I might go back to the magazines. Back to Sunday, every Sunday.
It's just a unique thing. I mean, everybody does it. Figures. Any figure you want, it seems like you don't even have to stick to Kyle, right? You can go outside of Kyle, though he has a lot of videos. Holy cow! But I don't know anybody doing magazines. Is there anybody else doing magazines?
I don't know, but the thing is, like, I've noticed
You're the
in like,
first one I've seen do that.
well, RP Retro Magazine. What was his title?
Does he go through old? He or she go through old?
Yeah, RC. He does magazine reviews.
Oh,
Jammer's Wrestling Magazine Collection. He does
yeah.
magazines.
From a previous live stream, you've even talked to. Didn't one of them do magazines? And you said, was it magazines that you said something to him and there's like, well, I don't do it for you. Was that
Yeah,
magazine?
that was
magazines, wasn't it?
that was the damn, what was his name? Damn, shoot.
But they were going over
That was
magazines?
Anthony something collection.
And he was doing videos for magazines though at the time, wrestling
Damn, I
magazines.
can't remember his damn title now.
Well,
Something collection. Like,
he
I can
sounds like
remember
a
his name,
jerk.
Anthony. I can't remember his damn eBay, his
Yeah, it's
YouTube
okay.
name.
He kind
So I
of
haven't
sounded like
watched
a
his
jerk.
channel in a long time.
He
But
kind of sounded like a jerk to you. But was it wrestling magazines he was doing that kind of got you
yeah,
into
I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of like the first channel that I saw that was ever doing magazine reviews.
Yeah,
But
it's not common. Everybody looks at figures or toys or any kind of that sort of thing, right? But reaction videos to movies and stuff, everyone's doing that.
the thing is, I don't go through the magazines myself, right? So the very first time I ever see the magazines or see what's happening in the magazines is literally when I do the reviews of the magazines. So all
Oh,
the other people, they know
yeah, okay.
exactly what's happening in the magazine because they've seen the pictures, they've literally read the magazines.
So yours are nice because yours kind of like, have you seen those allegedly reaction videos to stuff when you're like, oh, this lady or guys, the first time they've listened to this song or watched this movie or TV show or whatever, and I don't know if I believe it, but you're literally going through these magazines for the very first time.
Yeah, so that's a better way of looking at it. It's more of
Yeah,
a reaction, a
it is. It's a
magazine
reaction video.
than a review of the magazine.
Well, if you ever have time and want to start doing videos again, I'd be one that sign up for that. It's kind of neat because it almost gets me into thinking I'm collecting figures now, but I kind of want to buy a few of those magazines. I don't know if I want to get into that though, because didn't you say what did they run you? If I find a magazine in okay shape,
I mean, it depends on which one you buy and who
yeah,
you buy it from, but I
the
mean, you could
WWF
look at
ones.
it. I mean, most basic magazine probably hovers around $15,
But I
and
do
that's current.
remember WWF was the gold standard, I think, because they were all what color and glossy material and that sort of thing. But I do remember enjoying some of the other video magazines that were like, what would they do? They were all like black and white, paper or whatever, and then they would have like maybe 5 or 10 like full color photos in the middle. But I would buy a few of those too, and I'm kind of interested in all kinds of wacky old. It didn't even have to be in great shape. It's just kind of fun. All that stuff that I probably threw away, recycled, years ago. I'm like, I wish I had them to look through now. Pro Wrestling Illustrated and all those different. I mean, there was a million of those magazines. I think probably part of it's tied up to I was a kid at the grocery store with my mom. She usually
Yeah,
did the grocery shopping, and so there's probably an attachment to that. Not just because she's unfortunately long since passed away, but as a kid, everything gets bigger. Probably that's the only reason why I'm thinking about wrestling anymore because I was a kid when I discovered wrestling, and probably baseball, and probably everything as a kid, video games or whatever you were into has a little place in my heart more. Legos. I got into Legos a couple years ago because I grew up with them. That as an adult, I've never properly adulted. Like as an adult, I should be interested in like cars or I'm a guy, so I got to like cars or something. Is that motorcycles? I don't. What am I supposed to like? I could care less about cars. I drive a van that I bought years ago because my dad could get in and out of it. And then when he passed away, I'm just like, it's comfortable. I can haul stuff in it. It's not a truck. It doesn't have 4-wheel drive, but having no car payments is better than having car payments, so I drive my van.
there you go.
I get decent gas mileage. Maybe next time I'll get a hybrid or some fancy something that all the kids are driving, all these kids today. But I've never had that part of my male gene.
What's going on, Swaley?
Ooh.
Oh man, I
Legends?
haven't seen you in the comments yet, bud.
Did I get promoted to legend status? We need to Swaley more often. I see, Waddy, you got to stick around for a couple hours now. Swaley's just joining us. We need to give him.
Oh man,
Him or her needs content. We need to give them content. Swaley is Johnny Five in our Short Circuit movie. How about that?
this garbage propaganda.
And now BBA's on. You got to stick around. BBA's here. He's literally your first figure in your action figure line.
Yeah, our pro wrestling. I think that was the name right there.
Wow was the best magazine. Wow.
Oh man,
I don't remember. Wow, is that what it was called? BBA? Am I like I'm a noob or something? I don't remember. Wow. I'm thinking of was that like a women's wrestling or something league too? I'm thinking of Windows on Windows. That's a emulate for you nerds out there. That was an emulation thing, so you could run like 16-bit on 8, or you could run like 8-bit on 16-bit or 16-bit on 32-bit. Very computery. Don't worry about it. But it was an emulation system. Actually, if you think about it, most of the things in computer land is emulated. Nothing's
Dude,
actually real.
you've seen all these videos, right? With all these AI and
It's
people are like
shit.
creating like all these storylines and stuff, right?
No,
I
I
have
talked about.
I have this image that I want to create. It's not really a commercial. It's kind of like the stop motion that BBA makes, but like I don't want to use it with wrestling figures. I want to do it with like kind of like AI type of deal. But I kind of want to make it okay. Yeah, it's kind of with like action figures, but like AI with this stuff. But I
AI.
want
Why
to
does
make
this
it
AI
like
use
an
with it?
actual cartoon type of deal,
Yeah. Film
and make
stars.
my own like a real life sort of wrestling figure federation type of deal with Maniac Riot Wrestling. I
Hmm.
don't know how to create that though, but like the image that I have in my head, if I can make that to an actual video, start posting that on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, it will give us an actual storyline that yet fans can actually follow and they would understand, what this line is and who the people are, and they would have actual wrestlers to follow. It would
Something
be
that's
so
missing from modern wrestling that we used to have back in the day, storylines. We take it for granted. I know Vince has his own proclivities that maybe are askew, but they would set up year-long or longer storylines. Like I said, AEW, it's kind of a joke. Their storylines are like 5 seconds old. Even WWE, their storylines are maybe 2 weeks old, maybe. Like they gave Roman Reigns the Royal Rumble, and then they had to build up a feud with him and Punk. Maybe there's some material there, but it's kind of like there's no. Is there a story there? They The reason why it can work is because they can both give good promos, especially Punk, right? So, but there's no year-long setup like when they did with Hogan dropping the belt to Andre with the dual Hebners. Then they have the tournament in WrestleMania 4 and give Macho the belt. That was all set up like a year in advance. They don't do that anymore.
yeah.
That
So I'm
long-term
wondering if
strategic
like
story planning, they don't do anymore.
I'm wondering if like ChatGPT or something can like actually create videos for you, or like how are these people like making AI videos? Because
I think so.
that's what I want to do. Like if I can make like store like and how long does that take to make these videos, right? Do you have to break them
Oh,
down into like 5 second segments, or can you make like an entire thought and put that into the chat and be like, hey, this is what I want. Here's this big essay, and now make this 2.5 minute video or make this 5 minute video.
I
Because
feel
if that
like
can be done, oh
I
my
feel like
freaking
your
god.
I feel like your buddies BBA and Bum would know because they both are experts. It looks like in AI use. For me, I use AI at work for helping me with coding, but I haven't done a lot of. I've done a few AI like giving me backgrounds for like when I'm in Teams meetings and stuff, like online meetings. But I haven't used AI to the extent that BBA and Bum
AW.
have. No, isn't it? I've heard kids now they spelling it that way. Is that the new gay? GHEA? I don't know what that. Apparently, that's not gay, or it is gay, or I don't know. These kids today, nothing yells "get off my lawn" when the kids introduce another thing that I have to figure out. I'm like, okay, I'm officially old. I don't know. I don't know what this means. I don't know what that means. To quote Jim Jeffries, gay.
Mm.
I never did hear from. I was wondering because Sway Lee, I assume, is from Britain.
Does that work? Yeah.
2 a.m. here at work. Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, 4 6 hours from Central. Yeah, we're GMT -6. Next week, though, will be totally different. They don't do this in Britain, but we spring forward next week, you motherfuckers.
Damn, already?
Yeah, isn't that GHEY?
Mm.
Ah, that's a callback. I just mentioned it in chat, and now I'm talking about it in live. It's in chat and live, and it's chat and it's live. I feel bad when I make that joke, though. That feels like what our trolls do. Like, oh, look at the pirate who's gay and a transsexual and blah, 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 Like, yeah, good one,
Oh man.
guys. Are you going to be at the Chuckle Hut on Saturday during open mic night? You're so funny. I love the name Chuckle Hut. I don't know if there's any stand-up comedy clubs named Chuckle Hut, but I would go there. Such a funny name that's
Oh
my
man.
go-to stand-up comedy,
Uh,
venue.
I just got a message and I see that
10
I
more
might
hours.
have a new website created Oh man, I gotta jump on that real quick because I need to see if
Is it available
what.
for public consumption? Do you have it in DNS and everything? Can we go see it? Is this
Well,
live?
I gotta check to verify to see what
See what
if
it
it's
looks
up and
like.
running.
This could be an exclusive to all the people still in this stream, right? Huh?
I mean, I gotta see if the actual Maniac Riot Wrestling website is actually up. I mean, it may not be, but if it is, I mean, there's not gonna be anything on it if it is up.
What?
I had to hire somebody to actually help me
Yeah.
build it.
Did you peruse? Did you look at the Shopify route at all? I didn't know if that would work out because literally,
No, we went on a website called Hostinger to create an actual domain name and everything.
I
So
don't think I've
like,
heard of them, but hopefully their DNS hosting is pretty cheap. I know GoDaddy really brought down the prices years ago. Because like when you go to Amazon.com, your computer doesn't know what Amazon.com is. And all it knows is an IP address. So DNS kind of says, "Hey, Amazon.com, it's one of these many IP addresses." Oh, okay,
yeah.
let me go to that.
So like, I don't know anything about that. So like, the guy that I hired, he's like, yeah, use this website. This is to create a website domain.
Is it available? Did you go? Is it working?
Yeah. So it worked, and
What's the URL? Should we go?
it's maniacwrestling.com.
Oh, you did get that. That was available. Nice.
Yeah. So and it's to
Oh,
and it also gives you like free 5 free business email accounts,
okay.
and gives you like 4 years for that price and everything. And I'm like, oh hell yeah! So I'm gonna see if that's up and working.
Oh yeah, it says Hostinger coming soon. New WordPress website is being built and will be published soon. They haven't published it yet, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw the message from him to see, hey, look at this to see what it looks and tell me what you think.
All
So
I see is some lady on her laptop. It says coming soon.
yeah, so I gotta jump off and actually look at it and see what it says.
No, you got 3 more hours to go, and then you can jump off. And those are the rules. I don't make up the live stream rules. YouTube sent me before this chat. They said, "Hey John, remember tonight you need to stick around for 5 hours, 5.5 hours."
Nice.
I'm like, okay, Google overlords. I guess I will stick around for 5.5 hours. How else are you going to be able to sell ads to everyone? Because Google's an ad company masquerading as a search engine.
That's nice. But with that being said, guys, yeah, 2.5 hours in, I'm ready to go. I'm gonna go spend the rest of the night with my wife now, and I'm pretty tired anyways.
What has your wife got that we don't have? Come on.
Well, I mean,
are you grabbing your chest?
that was coincidence.
Did I just walk into the Kyle Peterson podcast? I haven't dinged him in a while. He's always talking.
Right after I started scratching, I realized what I was doing. I'm like, oh man, please don't notice that.
Is your wife Nepalese?
Please. As soon as I started scratching my chest, I noticed exactly what I was doing. I'm like, oh hell, don't notice.
I had to. I like
that.
to dabble in the double.
That was completely freaking coincidental.
Sure, it was.
But that was too damn funny, though.
That was too damn funny. Have you heard that stat that guys only think about sex like once every 6 seconds or something? And I'm like, man, I'm way behind.
Oh man,
do we really think about sex all that often? I mean, I'm sleeping for like at least 6 hours a night. I don't think I'm thinking about sex then. Do I make it up for it? Like I'm constantly like writing code and like, oh, let's think about boobies and stuff.
Like feeling himself. Nah, man, I'm freaking itchy. Like this, I don't know, man. Like the freaking like whiskey is like making me itchy as hell.
I don't think I've had that reaction to whiskey, but now I might later. Once I get off, I'll be like, am I itchy now too? Am I itchy? What's in this whiskey? But no, yeah. So are you guys, where you at with Survivor? Is that not over yet? Are you still catching up? Where we at? I don't watch this.
Man, when we started with season 44, and we just started season 48 like a couple days ago.
They're cheating.
Hey John, what's up, man?
Oh, he's back. Bum Shadows. You don't like Bum Shadows? I like that name. It's a good name. I'm just glad to see John. I feel bad, John, that I think some people ganged up on you when they shouldn't have, and I think everybody's in a better state now. Everyone got State Farm insurance, so we're all in a better state.
We got State Farm insurance, yeah, man.
And do insurance jokes I love insurance jokes. All the kids, they just love my insurance material. They're like, oh, tell me more about Reynolds insurance. Oh, I just love to hear liability only, you say. No. I'm glad to see John back though. Unfortunately, it's a
Yeah,
few
John,
days.
we're asking about you earlier, man.
And we missed you. The booger. Yeah, it is nice.
Oh man, I really appreciate that, bud.
I keep trying to work in like you can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. I'm trying to work that
Pick
into
your
booger,
nose.
but I haven't thought of it yet. Though I did earlier say, hey, it's been a couple days now. Have you signed Luke or Butch yet? Come on, what's the deal? Though I did see on Facebook, who was it? It was on Facebook. Somebody mentioned we need a BRG, right? Of Luke and
Yeah.
Butch. And I'm like, oh, that would be perfect for Waddy. And then boom, you chimed in. I'm like, yeah. Could you imagine if you could get them? That'd be
Man, I'm trying my best to, like, anytime I see those type of posts, I'm like, I need to start chiming in on these type of comments because I need
yeah.
people to realize, who I am and what I'm doing. So I need to be more active as much as possible where I can.
Worst case, it gets your name out there, even if you don't get Luca Birch. But that would be
Yeah.
that was one of those. I remember them. So somebody else posted on Facebook. It was a wrestling show I actually went to here in town, and Luke and Butch were there, the Bushwhackers, because I got their autograph. I wish I knew where that was now. But I thought of you then when they mentioned that. I'm like, oh, I remember I got the Bushwhackers autograph. And then I started thinking, wouldn't that be neat to have LJNs of the Bushwhackers? And then I started thinking about Maniac Riot Wrestling. And then apparently it's 6 seconds were up, and I started thinking about boobies. That was a callback, right? I'm a guy. I'm supposed to. Hold on a second. Let me think about sex for a little bit. Okay, I'm ready. Wait, hold on. Now I'm just thinking about sex. Every couple seconds, I'm a guy. I'm supposed to think about sex. Those are the rules. I didn't make them up.
Right. But all right, guys,
Jesus are different.
that is going to close out the stream for the night. We're at 2.5 hours, and
So 3 more hours, 2 more
yeah,
hours.
I can't spend too much time with the wife, so I got to give attention to my baby. So
Is that code?
and she's like, "Yes,
Survivor, huh?
all right,
Well,
all right, guys." As always, I want to give thanks to Fly the L for always being available to join me for these live streams. It's always amazing having him on. And for all the viewers and commenters, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in, making these streams always enjoyable. Um, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be back. And Friday, of course, 11 a.m. Kirk and I will be on Series 8 this week for the Hasbro live stream.
Nice.
Saturday, I don't know. Saturdays, I like to say we'll be back, but Saturdays, my wife and I usually spend the whole day together. So I've been canceling the Saturday live streams, but we'll see what happens then. But
It was a good day for it. You needed to celebrate, and take some
yeah,
time. You had a lot of extra live streams too last week, so
yeah,
even me, it felt like a job. I'm like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's a lot of time spent. I could see taking a break. I don't even have anything to do.
yeah.
But just taking a break, it was kind of nice. You're like, oh, okay, I'll just sit around. I think I drank and fell asleep in front of the TV. Whatever.
All right, guys.
No, that's when I bought all those friggin' action figures, sons of bitches. We need to do more live streams. Save my wallet. I keep buying action figures when I'm not on
Right
this live
on.
stream. Anyway.
All right, everybody. So again, thanks for tuning in, everyone. I will talk to you in the comments and see you in the next video, guys. Take care, everybody.